Okay, looks like it's working on Twitch. Bug Snacks. Oh, you're on the fucking soon-to-be ending mixer. You're gonna live it out. Fucking get that last, savor that flavor. Asura Kitchen of Madness. Hello. Effin' song grows on you. What's up, Asura? Effin' song grows on you. Yeah, no, that's why I got it on repeat for fucking 1 hour. Just gonna sit here and listen to this. This is the stream right now. Alright, so while we wait for more people to hop in, watching from Saudi Arabia. Wow, that's crazy. How is Saudi Arabia? No man's land over here. Fucking A. It's all going down. Yeah, so this stream, I'm going to do multiple streams today because we didn't do Tasty Cast, and we didn't do Tasty Cast for a couple reasons. But mostly, I have fallen behind on a lot of the videos that have come out in the last week, so I figure I could just devote time to catching up to all those. That's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be doing multiple streams today, so if you're watching this after the fact or you're watching this right now, there will be multiple streams. This one, I intend on listening to Bug Snack's song for an hour, and then we're going to watch the Crash Bandicoot 4 trailer that just came out. We're going to watch the new Pokemon Snap trailer. I have not watched it yet. Pretty much feel like I know what to expect. And then I'll be watching the EA Play Live that happened as well. I believe that's what I'm doing the stream. And then later I have planned, I want to watch something on New World. I might put that in with Baldur's Gate 3 because I want to watch that as well. If there's something that you want me to watch today, let me know sooner than later, and I will make an effort to watch it because this is me catching up with a lot of stuff. And I'm going to devote, it seems, hours to this. So I'm down. I'm here to savor the flavor till it dies, as Psycho says. What's up, Simon? Nothing much. Just sitting here listening to Bug Snacks, getting ready to watch about an hour and a half worth of video, and then do another stream watching another hour and a half to maybe 2 hours worth of video, and taking suggestions on what I should be watching today, because I'm going to be streaming and reacting to shit all day. Because this last week I've been super fucking busy, and have not had a chance to watch all the things that came out. What's up, Runty? Are you Canadian? I am not Canadian. I live in the United States. Washington, to be more specific. Gets popcorn. Yeah, it's gonna be a long sit, so fucking get ready. Listen to Bug Snacks. That's what I'm doing. This is to get me pumped for the rest of the day. So how's everybody doing? Everybody good? Played The Last of Us 2 yet? What you think? Oh shit, we got Cody too. Almost Canadian. Yeah, almost. I'm right there, right next to him. He's close enough to being Canuck. Fucking everybody. Everybody's fucking calling me out. Last of Us 2. I am playing it. I don't want to talk about specifics here, but I'm open to doing a video talking about spoiler stuff, because I have a lot of thoughts. I saw the leaks, so nothing has been surprising so far. Kind of mentally prepared for some of the stuff that happens, and so far I think it's probably one of the best looking games I've ever seen. Graphically, I think it plays well. Plays better than the last game, which is good. I really like the way the last game played. I know a lot of people weren't the biggest fans of the gameplay in the first game, but I like it. I like stealth games though, so it makes kind of sense, I guess, that I would like it. This one feels way better. The visual fidelity and like the animations and the mocapping is fucking amazing. Like, it seems like every part of that game that you're playing is a cinematic that's happening. There's always some new animation I haven't seen before happening, and it's really kind of fucking crazy. It's impressive. Story-wise, which is the biggest thing I've been kind of apprehensive about, is functioning. I'm not going to be as hard on it as a lot of other people. I haven't beaten it yet, though, but I know where it goes, as far as I know. I do feel like it's a step backwards in what they did with the story in the first game, though. The first game had a lot of, I don't know, had a lot of nuance to it, a lot of charm, and something that is post-apocalyptic. There's a lot of depth and character growth that happened in it, and this feels more so like a one-off revenge story that I don't know, feels a bit more deflated, I guess. In especially like, well, I was gonna say world building, but I don't know if I'd say that. I mean, I honestly think it's really fucking cool to see Seattle. Talking about where I live, close to Seattle. Seeing Seattle in a post-apocalyptic, future is something that's really neat to see, but also to see it in the detail that Naughty Dog would give it. I mean, that's as AAA top tiers you can get for, making environments or really making anything in a game, and they did a really great job. It's really fucking neat to see. I'll have more thoughts on it later, but I mean, I think you can kind of get where I'm coming from on this. I think it's fantastically made, but the story, is what it is. I don't think it's necessarily horrible, and like I said, I gotta fucking beat it. But I do think Naughty Dog is to defend there, but I do think he's falling into the trap of creating a rift in the Last of Us community, which was already starting to grow anyway. I was like, this is gonna be Star Wars all over again. This is gonna be fucking shit, what was the other one that did that? I don't even fucking remember. Even in the MCU, once the people who make the stuff that people start criticizing, once they get involved with it and start trying to fight in that war as well, and start trying to characterize anybody who is not happy with it, as also with the trolls as well, there's some of them, when you start mixing them all together, it's all downhill from there. You can't just go, okay, the people who like it are the good people, and the people who didn't like it are the bad people. It's a really, really stupid move. Battlefield fucking 5. That's a game that completely created a rift too. I'm going off on a tangent here. He's close enough. Poor Last of Us 2 getting bombed. It is getting bombed, but this was kind of inevitable. Kind of like with what I said. There's a lot of layers to the discussion of this game, and it will get oversimplified for convenience. And whenever you do that, you are going to piss people off, because you're essentially saying if you don't have their correct opinion, you're not worth listening to, and you're the bad guy. That's not a good way to have a conversation. Amelia, are you on both here? That fucking threw me off. Millie Strikes. I have a lot of friends who are playing The Last of Us Part 2, and they're all saying the narrative feels juvenile and tryhard. I think that's a bit extreme, but I'm not going to argue against it. So that's the biggest thing when I hear the criticisms. I'm not going to fight against them, right? But I'm not going to be that extreme either. I got to beat it. I can't have a hard opinion until I beat it. And I plan on doing that, obviously, but I have a lot to say on it, but I have to talk about specifics, and I don't want to do that here. But I get both sides. But it is, and predictable, it is revealing that Bug Snacks, ooh. Wait 1 second. Did you watch PS5 reveal? I did, and there's a video on that whenever that happened, like a week ago or whatever. I don't remember. Fuck, it's all blur. But I have a video of my reaction on that. It was me and Chevy reacting to that, so definitely check that out if you want to see that. If you want the short version, I can't wait for that thing. I'll be as soon as I can. Once pre-orders come up, I'll pre-ordering it, and yeah. Fuck, what was I saying? I don't know. The Last of Us Part 2, it's just gonna fall into the same trap as all these other things that take a certain direction in their storytelling and can't take criticism. And not even just criticism, just people who don't like it. There's some people who are like, oh, what I was going to say is, regardless of what you feel and think or whatever, and I said it's predictable, completely predictable, but The leaks came out. Some people looked into them. Some people ruined them for me. Then I found out, and everybody went from going, "Oh, I don't like this. I hate this," to going like me, going, "Uh-oh, this doesn't seem good." Then there was people who hadn't seen the leaks, and they instantly started defending The Last of Us Part 2. And they defended it as if the people who saw the leaks and didn't like where the story was going acted as if these were like foreign invaders. Like these weren't fans of The Last of Us. They acted like these are just random haters. And I'm like, no, these are people who have seen vague... What is this? YouTube stream keeps going offline. Uh-oh. My stream's going offline? Ski, you dead. What's up, dude? Is anybody else having problems with the stream? Okay, I keep getting off the point. But, so anyway, this is how it starts, right? Is like the people who had the information, even if they didn't have the full information, they still had something to start creating an opinion on. And then the people who didn't have that information just viewed these people as all like bad faith actors, all of them. And so the thing's revealing and predictable, the thing I keep trying to talk about, is the people who didn't see the leaks, who instantly jumped to defense, a lot of them after playing the game were like, oh, I was wrong. And they're jumping over to the other side. And it's ridiculous. That's fucking the last 4 to 6 years, though, in a nutshell, is everyone's just ready to take up the fucking flag for a team and want to battle for it, even without information. It's just so fucking modern time right now. And it's fucking embarrassing. I hate it. But, yeah. I've had trans people call me transphobic or calling everyone. Mixer was messing up for me, so here I am on Twitch. Yeah, he was saying something about the YouTube stream keeps going offline. Hopefully it's not my internet. I might have to restart the stream. Anybody else having issues? Can I turn this off? Okay. My replay buffer was on, but I don't think that would have affected it. So, yeah. We won't start it just yet, but we're gonna get rid of bug snacks because I feel like I'm going insane. So, oh yeah, let me read that comment. I've had trans people call me transphobic or calling everyone homophobic and transphobic for simply having concerns about the game in its lead up. It's left a bad taste with regards to it. I don't hate on it, but just having my concerns mocked and judged in the lead up did spoil my attitude a bit with regards to it. I'll still probably get it at some point, just not day one purchase for me. I kept defending the game from people needlessly bashing it over the leaks, saying let's wait and see, but that doesn't mean I didn't have concerns. And that's pretty much where I'm at too. But I'm not the type of person who's all in based off nothing. I need details. And I know a lot of people are like that. But some people will. Some of the leaks that I won't talk about showed something, and people really ran with it. People really created a reality that does not seem to be true in the game. And I question as soon as people start saying it, because I'm like, it didn't show that. It didn't show what you're talking about. So where are you getting that from? Yeah, no, fucking... who's Cara Bonito, where the fuck? The people who made that song, they're probably going to be fucking just reaping the benefits off this stream. But yeah, I don't know, I'm getting lost here. It's just ridiculous. And for the most part, there are some people out there who are going to have some kind of issue with something, I don't know, when it comes to social things. Most people aren't, and the people who just say that they're transphobic or homophobic just for having a different opinion are intellectually bankrupt and they're using that as a tactic to dismiss and derail having to hear opinions they don't want to hear. That's all it is. Specifically, people who were the fans of The Last of Us and Left Behind already got the reveal, specifically with Ellie being a lesbian, and they liked it. They loved it. It's really well received. You can look at the score. And then people now, saying that there's, people who are homophobic for not liking The Last of Us Part 2, and it's like, no, that's not why at all. And there's no metric you can really show that could back that. So it's just ridiculous. It's a low effort derailment. That's all it is. Now, of course, there could be some of them. I'm not seeing them, but I'm sure there's plenty somewhere. I blame you for getting the Bugsnax song stuck in my head again. Bugsnax. Yeah, that's why I did it. All right, we should probably get this started though. I'll probably do a video where I just talk about my thoughts in spoiler detail on The Last of Us. I don't know if I want to do it after I beat the game or if I want to do it now because there's already enough to talk about within, the maybe 5 hours I played of the game. That way, anybody that wants to hear what I have to say on it can watch and decide to watch it and not just, have it ruined for them on accident like it was for me. Yeah. So anyway, quick reminder for everybody who's watching this right now and everybody who's going to be watching this after the fact. I am going to be reacting. You probably saw it in the title. I'm going to be reacting to Crash Bandicoot 4. It's About Time. New Pokemon Snap and EA Play Live June 2020. These are all things I didn't watch. I haven't had a chance this whole week. This last week has been shit for me. Very busy. And we didn't do Taste Cast for a couple reasons, a couple personal reasons, but also I felt like it was a good chance this, today for me to catch up on all the shit I've missed in the last week. So we're going to be doing that. And I'm going to be doing Bash Bandicoot. It's funny, the bash part works, but the Bandicoot, that fucking hurt my brain. Yeah, we're going to be catching up though. So if there's something you want me to watch specifically, let me know in the comments. And is YouTube fucked? Is it not working? I just need to know later because okay, it seems like it is. Okay, we're good. Fuck it. But yeah, so we're gonna watch that, and then I'm gonna be doing another stream later for Baldur's Gate 3 and New World, some new stuff on that. So let's just jump into this before we do watch the Crash Bandicoot. I almost said Bash again. Bash Bandicoot 4. It's About Time trailer. My anticipation for this is probably pretty meh. I like the older Crash Bandicoots, but more of a nostalgic way, like a nostalgia way. I like them when I played them back in the day, but I have no strong urge to want to go back and play them or get a new game. But if they can do something, I don't know, cool to bring an older Bash Bandicoot, the disappointing son nobody wants to talk about. If they can bring that old property back in a way that's relevant and interesting and kind of bring some new ideas to that franchise, I'm all for it. I mean, Ratchet and Clank, Bash It and Dank, they're making a comeback, and I really liked the last game they made. So we'll see. Let's just jump into this. If there's any audio issues, please let me know sooner than later so I can fix them.
Crash Bandicoot. You
Coffee, please.
me to the past,
Coffee.
but all it did was
It looks
give me
good.
more time to plan your doom.
That guy had a Lazar fucking dildo arm. So it seems like they're going with the traditional format of kind of running down hallways, which is actually kind of interesting that they would do that. I'm gonna be honest though, this kind of just makes me want to play the new Ratchet and Clank. I don't know if that was their intention or not. The environments are cool though. Oh yeah, break it down. Dude, this whole stream is gonna get my channel fucked with all these songs. All these songs. I played Bugsnax, but this song, Lumping Time.
times have you beaten this clown anyway?
3.
Really? Only 3? Funny. Seemed like more.
Get some totally tubular skins that I can't see because this is in the way. But they look pretty tubular. Let's see. I think dynamic visual fidelity is unquestionable for this game. The gameplay is a little bit improved version of The Last of Us 1 gameplay with less puzzles, and the story is flawed on more levels. Chat seems to be down on YouTube's end. Are you able to still watch? Okay, never mind. It seems like there was something that happened on YouTube because someone said something about YouTube earlier, and then I looked at my numbers, and everybody was gone. And now I have numbers over on YouTube, and you're talking. So I think YouTube's being finicky. One of our last streams, it didn't stream to YouTube at all for some reason. So I don't know what the fuck's going on with it, but hopefully it's fixed. It's the 90s again. Crash looks buff as fuck. He's always been kind of like fucking all upper body, but yeah, he's looking a little thick. This whole thing left me hugely meh. It left me hugely meh too. One thing I like about this is that it's Crash Bandicoot 4, so it's a numbered Crash Bandicoot. It's continuing the story. So to keep it traditional, I think is smart in the sense of that, although I don't know if it's smart in the sense of like, are modern gamers going to want to play this format in 2020, 2021? I don't know when the fuck it's coming out. I think it said it, but I didn't even fucking pay attention. Oh, here it is. Yeah, October. So I don't know if this is going to be viable other than to people who have an affinity for the original Crash Bandicoot games. I have a strong suspicion, I say this a lot on the show, but I have a strong suspicion that this will be a PlayStation Plus game at some point. So if you're not completely sold on it, there's a good chance you may be playing it at some point regardless, specifically if you're part of this community and you participate in Plus Club. So we'll have, that's a great shot right there. Look at this AS. Little baby. YouTube always want to make shit difficult. 100%. What's up, Chevy? I didn't know you were awake. Did you hear the news about Mixer? It's going away. You don't get to use Mixer anymore. It's going to Facebook. They partnered with Facebook, apparently. He lives. Yeah, so, you know, graphically, I think it's decent looking. The levels look interesting and intricate. This kind of reminds me of fucking Disneyland right here. And it might be fun to play. I don't think I'll be going out of my way to pick this up. I'm already not a huge platformer fan. You know, I respect them. I played plenty of them when I was a kid. You know, 64 was like the fucking golden age of platforming games, specifically in 3D. And I loved a lot of those games. But, you know, that's sexual harassment, Seth. Apologize to Crash before you catch an allegation. No, I refuse. He's just got to deal with it. It was a compliment. It was a compliment, even though I don't think that really helps me a whole lot. Merging with Facebook Gaming. Yeah, it's weird. Hopefully, by that they mean Mixer's infrastructure, quality, and systems are just going to Facebook. He was asking for it, honestly. He was. With that fucking camera angle, they were really going for something there. And yeah, I don't know the storyline of Crash Bandicoot, like, at all. I mean, there's a scientist dude, you're beating him, and it seems like they're doing more of that in this, maybe. So, I mean, this right here, though, I don't know if it's just cinematic or this gameplay. It could be gameplay easily. But I mean, this looks kind of cool, but it still reminds me of the original Crash Bandicoots, where you're just kind of running from things or towards things.
Anyway.
3.
Really? Only 3? Funny.
Maybe if the writing's good too. I don't know if it will be. People will like it a lot, but I don't know. For me, it's pretty meh. It's something I'm not super interested in. Their investment streamers are free to go where they want. God damn. Doesn't look that interesting. Alright, well, it seems like everybody's on the same page here. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this in the comments below if you're watching this after the stream. Moving on over to new Pokemon Snap. So my anticipation for this game is is there. I played the original Pokemon Snap back when that came out, and I thought it was a neat idea. Back then, it was huge. I was like, oh my god, you can see Pokemon in 3D and take pictures of them and stuff. That's so cool. Now I look back on it as more of like a novelty, but it was still a cool idea. But I feel like it's something you could definitely do something, I don't know, more with now. Like I feel like you could definitely make it into something more realized, I guess, than back then on the fucking 64. Let's see. Right, writing and platformers tend to be non-existent or nothing special. Yeah, I agree. Pokemon TMZ. I'm so excited for new Pokemon Snap. Yeah, so we're gonna watch this. I don't have any details on this. I don't know if they really revealed anything. So if you guys know anything about this, let me know in the chat, and I can kind of add that to my thoughts on this. But pretty much what I expect is you're going to be stuck on some kind of rail, and you're going to be looking around at Pokemon and taking pictures of them. So hopefully they give you some cool tools to take pictures. I mean, it's no secret I'm a fan of photography, so I'd like more things to do when it comes to taking pictures. A lot of games you just kind of look and you go and take the picture, and that's fine, but it'd be cool to have a couple tools at your disposal. I'd also really like to see, this is just me being a photography dork, but fucking I'd like to see games where they're like, for a mission or whatever, where they're like, oh, you can take pictures, or go take pictures of this for your quest or whatever, or like in games where you can take pictures to make money. There's a couple games like that. I wish they had a better algorithm to gauge again, this is me just being a dork, but like composition and like exposure and contrast and stuff to make you want to take better pictures and not just look at a person, go and take in and get the same amount or same reward each time. But that's just me. I think it'd be neat though. All right, let's watch this. I hope they make the photography more complex than N64. Otherwise, that'd be a hugely missed opportunity and wasted potential. I agree. I agree. Say, is this 1080p? What the fuck are we looking at here? Yeah. Oh my god, look at him eat. Oh, he's adorable. These are islands where Pokemon live. Oh, really? Bro, I like this fucking song. I'm into it. I'm into it. That was horrifying. Hold on, hold on. Okay, we'll go back. Under construction. A game like that that's not going to take very long to make. Whoa, 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 ad. Let's not do this. I'm going to mute you. Let you play out and go back to this. Yeah, so I mean that looked exactly like what I was expecting. Graphics are obviously better. Seems like you're still on the rail taking the pictures. I think, you know, the biggest factor is the charm of this game. You're gonna be seeing Pokemon kind of doing their own thing, and trying to get the best picture of when Pikachu's eating that fucking apple, or when that thing was snatching up that fucking fish. That was horrifying. Did you guys see that? Look at this shit. This is real, dude. This is fucking... This is National Geographic shit. What's up, NFG? Looks like one of the fun things about N64 was the secrets and how you could manipulate some of the Pokemon into cool poses for better... Yeah, no, that was really cool. I remember going through certain areas and like trying to catch the Pokemon doing like the specific things. It's been so long since I played that game though. But yeah, I hope they add more secret type stuff in this, and I feel like they will. I just hope it's more robust. I hope there's more stuff to do, more areas to go to. There's so many Pokemon that exist now that hopefully you get a chance to see, honestly, most of them. I mean, they're all pretty much I don't know, already, I don't know what engine this is using, but they're already in 3D Engine at this point, so like I feel like you could render most of them pretty easily into this game. In the first level, there was a projector you had to hit to have silhouette of Pincer for a rare. Oh yeah, I forgot about that shit. Add shinies. That'd be cool. That would be cool. Are you guys seeing this? Look at it. Why are they playing this off like it's like everything's like, oh, it's fun, it's all Pokemon, it's bug snacks. Look, it's all fun and cute, and then fucking this shit. Boom. Look at him, he's fucking. Alright. Going back there real quick though, let's check out some of the Pokemon some more. I don't care how long Pikachu's been around, how cliche he is. I love Pikachu. I mean, I know everybody does, but I'm still 33-year-old man. I'm like, Pikachu's fucking dope. I don't even know who the hell this guy is with this fucking Sonic the Hedgehog nutsack on his back. I don't know what the fuck that is. Some things passed off with YouTube message in any live chat either appear much later than they should after being sent or not at all. This isn't new either. Yeah, I don't get it. I only have issues with YouTube. It drives me fucking nuts. All I'm gonna say is it's really rough right now. I figured I'd join the stream. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Hopefully things get better. Shit's fucking... This whole year, dude. This whole year is fucking stupid. I fucking hate this year. Seth, you're acting like N64 wasn't savage. Remember, you had to toss apples at Charmeleon until he fell off balance and fell into a volcano pit to evolve into Charizard. Oh my god, I forgot about that. I seriously, I guess, have amnesia of that game because fucking, I just remember going through the beach area, I think it's the first level, and taking pictures of shit to the right where the water was, I think, and to the left where like the bush stuff were. But I remember like a couple more areas and that's it. So it's been like so long since I played that game. Pokemon Snap has always been a bit savage. Oh my god, savage. What is this shit? Okay. Zangoose. Is that what that is? It's a Zangoose? I'm so far behind on newer Pokemon. "2020 is a joke so far on multiple levels, to be honest." I couldn't agree with you more at all. I mean, it's a fucking it's a joke. It's crazy. Hold on. Do we got Grookey Gang? Look at this dude. Couldn't you change paths at certain points in the original Pokemon Snap? And if you couldn't, hopefully you'll be able to do that in this one. I don't know why I'm framing that like a question. I hope we have a spooky location for ghost types in Mimikyu. That'd be cool. Mimikyu, the Pokemon that wants to be a Pikachu so much it wears a Pikachu corpse, and anyone that peers beneath its guise to see its true form dies. I remember reading that somewhere. I think it was like on Reddit. They're talking about like just fucking creepy shit, and they brought that up because I remember there's like 2 Pokemon that have like really weird backgrounds in their lore, which is kind of cool because it's kind of like not fucking it's like an urban legend almost within the Pokemon world, even though it does exist. Look at him. He's having so much fun. If Squirrel Squad's not in this, I'm going to be pissed. Day 1 buy if it is. He has need distraction. Well, I'm glad I can offer you that. Because, yeah, I think we all need to just enjoy ourselves a little bit. Squirtle! I love Squirtle. See, I don't know who the hell those guys are. They got these big... Their whole body is their fucking... is their beak. I legit thought about the Squirtle Squad and was about to type that until you said it seconds prior. Yeah. No, I love Squirrel Squad. If I had a spirit animal, it would be a bear first, but then Squirrel Squad. And not just one of them, the whole squad. That's my spirit animal. Just standing around going, Squirtle! With fucking dope ass sunglasses? Fuck yeah. Ah! Oh my god, he's got all this shit on his back too? Just a bunch of dickheads with sunglasses. Love it. Yeah, that's literally, that's my whole thing. Most all ghost types have disturbing descriptions about them, which is cool. I like spooky stuff. These beaver dudes, I recognize them, but it's still past my time, I guess. But this guy in the center, he's looking real chill, and the guy behind him, this guy though, he's leading the way. Into it, into it. Dude, stop flashing stuff. I'm trying to look. We got this cool fucking owl thing hanging out. I'm like the worst guy to be sitting here trying to point things out because I barely remember the names of the original ones. It's been so long since I was super into it. Who is this? I fucking love this guy. Look at his little hands. Even some non-ghost types are a bit crazy, like Cubone is wearing the skull of his dead mother. I remember that. Yeah, it's fucking weird. I'm so behind on everything. Pokemon was a thing for me when I was a little. The cartoon series were my first. Fair. Yeah, I was. You guys already know this, but like I'm fucking 33, and like so I was into Pokemon. This is how crazy that Pokemon's been around this long. It's fucking. I was playing it. Fuck, I think in 5th or 6th grade. Lord Bidoof rules all. Who's Lord Bidoof? So yeah, I was playing it when I was like in middle school. So it's crazy it's still around. Bidoof for the win. I don't know who the fuck Bidoof is. Oh god. Hopefully we're not gonna... Okay, I'm not trying to see anything that could get me in trouble. How do you fucking open this? I don't know, I'm not going down this road. Bidoof is a dumb looking beaver Pokemon. Look it up. Fucking old geezer. God damn. My favorite is the Ghastly evolutions. Seth, into Bidoof hentai confirmed. He's feeling the attraction. I mean, I'm not going to deny it. Yeah, so overall, moving on. This looks cool. I'm wondering if there'll be any kind of like control schemes in this that pertains to like the Switch. If you're going to get anything specific to the Joy-Cons or the accelerometers and the movement, it kind of makes sense to be able to take pictures like that and shit, but I wonder if they'll do anything interesting with that. But yeah, I'm interested. I mean, if it's $60, I'll fucking wait, because I can't see myself spending $60 to take pictures of Pokemon. But if it was like $40 or below $30, I could definitely see getting this and just kind of playing it to relax. I mean, I know it can be savage, but yeah, I feel like this would be just a fun, chill game to play and take some cool pictures. Hopefully have easy ways to upload your pictures to like Twitter or fucking wherever the hell you post pictures to. And yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Exactly what I thought it'd be. I mean, I'm glad they didn't deviate too much because the formula is the formula. So I think there will be motion controls. I'd not be surprised. Yeah, me too. I think it'd be really kind of crazy if they didn't do that. So, yeah. All right, moving forward. Let me know in the comments if you're watching this later. Well, what do you think of the new Pokemon Snap? Are you excited for it? Not excited for it? And what do you hope they have in the game? What Pokemon do you want to see? And are you hoping it's going to be a savage experience? Let me know in the comments below. Moving over to EA Play Live, June 2020. I don't know what they show here. Well, I do know a couple things. I know that Skate was like ambiguously revealed, but they didn't reveal if it's going to be a remaster or if it's going to be 4, I guess. I haven't seen it. I'm talking on my ass right now. R risky click. Yeah, no, I was a little worried about that. I was going through. I was like, I got safe search fucking off. I'm streaming, so I don't want anything popping up. Kind of wish it was track based and more. Wish it was track based and more open worldy. You wish it wasn't more track based? Am I reading this wrong? It would be kind of cool if it was open world. It'd be cool if you could run around freely and like take pictures and maybe like have some sneak mechanics and some tools and stuff to get the perfect picture, or maybe like a lure or something like that to get certain Pokemon to show up wherever. I think it's cool to keep it traditional, but I do kind of like the idea of like being like a photographer running around with a camera and fucking like hiding in bushes to get shots. You'd have more freedom too to get different angles. So I'm actually way more into that idea. Honestly, any skate is good with me. I agree. It's been way too long to get a skate game. A sandbox Pokemon Snap would be amazing. Yeah, so I mean, we pretty much all agree. As soon as you even brought that up, Psycho, I went from going, that's pretty cool, to going like, no, that's what I want. I want to be able to get any angle I want, and I want like dynamic Pokemon that are doing random things. Maybe obviously have like set areas where events happen, or like the Pokemon will do their things, and then maybe have ways to trigger events to get like the perfect cool shot or the rare shots. But it would be really cool to be able to, maybe even get up in a tree and fucking hide, or like hide in the bushes, or like, just get shots from different angles, stuff like that. I think it'd be really cool. Agreed. Any skate would be nice, dude. Okay, so Tony Hawk. I used to love the Tony Hawk games, but then in retrospect, I look at them as more of like fighting games because they're combo heavy, which is weird, and that's fine for the time. Like the genre had to start from somewhere, but it's fun to build up that combo and hit all the buttons and grind and try and do all this crazy shit. But then Skate comes out, and Skate actually like allowed you to become, I don't know, closer with the controls of a skateboard. You had to actually manipulate the board, and it got you closer to the experience of actually skating. It's obviously not the same, not even remotely close, but at least it started thinking about how skateboarding works and how you have to, time certain things and do certain things with your board. And so Skate obviously became the better game. And it's crazy because Skate 3 came out, and fucking it had lost steam so quickly. But then also skating in general has lost steam quickly. I was listening to Tony Hawk talk about how like it's hard to get people excited for skating anymore because people are less interested in it than they used to be, which is really depressing because I grew up fucking in the 90s, and with skating was huge, so it's just it's kind of all a big decline. So we didn't get Skate 4 for so long. So I'm with you guys. I 100% fucking want a new Skate, but hopefully I feel like because people have been waiting for it for so long, it will be viable commercially for them, which will be good as long as they don't fuck it up and add a bunch of stupid EA shit to it. But I also get worried because interest in skating isn't as big as it once was. So, and I don't think this game's gonna reignite that. So, have some Pokemon die too. In the original manga, Pokemon Adventures, within the first 10 chapters, an Arbok is cut in half by a Charmeleon during a battle. Oh, that's fucked up. It'd be cool if a Pokemon Snap game included stuff like that. I wouldn't say no to that. I will ask every time I come in here, what happened to the boy who called you Ricky? He's dead, dude. That guy doesn't exist anymore. I feel like a couple days after that last time we ever talked to him, something happened to him. Something tragic. I feel like he got cut in half by a Charmeleon in a battle, probably. That seems likely. I also look at Death Stranding as a platformer. I won't deny that. I think that's a much better simplistic view of Death Stranding. I think it's a better way of looking at it in a more simple lens than, not saying you're simple, but to kind of quantify it in more simple terms than saying it's a walking simulator, because that's just so stupidly basic that I can't get behind it. Like, even if someone doesn't like the game, I don't care, that's fine. But like, that that whole thing was just so lame. It was so lame because there's so much more you can do in the game than walk. And every game's a walking simulator if it's an open world game. But as a platformer, yeah, I mean it's a platformer with fucking heavy balance mechanics and a combat system and guns. I mean, really, it's just a fucking it's just a third person shooter, really. That has a priority of balancing and carrying cargo. And a stealth game. I mean, it's a bunch of shit. But yeah, I mean, I can see his platform as well. Ricky, he doesn't look like a Ricky. This was back when I had the sides of my hair kind of shaved, and I had the floof in the front, kind of like a, I don't know what the fuck you call it, but it was a little more stylized than just having long hair that's everywhere. And so there's a dude that thought I looked like Ricky from fucking Trailer Park Boys or something like that. So he'd always call me Ricky. That's sad to hear about what's become of the skating sport. Yeah, no, I agree. It does kind of suck. I read EA say they won't include microtransactions and loot boxes on launch, which seems to indicate they will add this months after you already buy it. EA has done this in the past. Are they currently doing it regularly, though? Still. Because I think a lot of the prior practices of EA we're still talking about as if they're current. I feel like a lot of the games now are not doing a lot of the predatory stuff. And people keep saying that they're worried they're going to do it later, but I don't think they are yet. I am not really seeing it. But again, they're not really releasing a whole lot of shit right now. Although when I played Battlefront 2, I did notice there's loot boxes in it, and I did notice you could buy credits still. I thought they got rid of that. So, that was weird. Seth being called Ricky is before Tasty Loot days, boys. Yeah, back on the old Twitch. Pompadour. Yeah, it's kind of Pompadour. It wasn't quite. I mean, yeah, I guess you could call it that, but not. I don't know. I feel like Pompadour's a little more big in the front. I simplified just for myself. I'm dumb guy. I was referring to you mentioning Skate as a fighting game because of combos, though. Yeah, no, for sure. I feel that. I'm dumb guy. There's no one in here dumb. Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk was a fighting game, essentially. You move forward and then you get off the ground and then you start pressing buttons to do your tricks, and you're just trying to stack up this like crazy insane combo that can go on for fucking ever. And it felt like a fighting game almost. In retrospect. Back then I'm like, this is skating. But now I'm like, it was a fighting game pretty much. Just fucking Street Fighter. Whereas in Skate, you're actually manipulating the board and trying to use getting ready to do fucking, jump onto a fucking railing or whatever the hell. It just seems more involved. Sit and watch Seth rant in the ship of Warframe days. Yeah, back when I played Warframe fucking daily. That's a long time ago. There's a lot of style in Skate. Yeah, for sure. Skate was just an overall better game, and it felt more where Tony Hawk was kind of celebrating skateboarding and like the legends of skateboarding, and specifically in Tony Hawk 2, the fucking soundtrack was great. Everyone agrees on that. But for the most part, I haven't heard anybody who doesn't. And like the really cool secrets, it was more set up like an arcadey, almost like an arcade racer. There's like secret places to go and shit, different routes. It was just more of like a fun game. It was very gamey, where Skate was trying to be like a skating simulator almost. It's trying to make you feel like being that kid on the fucking street, trying to find the good spots, trying to find, good places to get that trick in. And that's what I really like about Skate. Landing smoothly felt so good. It was just like skating in real life, so addicting. Agreed. I mean, it has really changed. He's just not doing it in the Warframe ship. It hasn't changed. Yeah, no, I'll rant. Just bait me into a rant and I'll rant. It's very hard for me not to. I never played Skate. Wasn't into those games as much back then. Yeah, and I mean, if you're not into them, you're probably not going to be into this newer one. But it would be worth trying them and seeing if you like them. But if you don't got any affinity for skating, or the idea of playing a game where you're just trying to essentially get fucking points for doing tricks, I can see why somebody would possibly not be too into it. So let's get this started, and I'll just pause if I need to talk about stuff. This is gonna be 50 minutes. So yeah, going in blind. Let's do this. I do know that they show off Star Wars Squadrons as well, which I want to see the gameplay. Let me check the audio, see if it's good or not. This one sounds a little louder than the last one. I am talking while it goes, and it looks like the audio signature of my voice
Hello and
is
welcome
about
everyone
the same.
to EA Play 2020. We're happy that you're joining us today. Over the next 45 minutes or so, we've got so much
I don't
for
like
you,
the CEO of
including
EA.
creative, innovative, and really fun new games, and a lot of news to share. But before we get into the show, I'd like to take just a minute here. I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to first responders, medical staff, and essential personnel. This has certainly been a challenging year. From natural disasters like the bushfires in my home country to the devastating COVID-19 pandemic, these brave heroes are working to keep us safe
the CEO of
and
fucking
healthy
EA was
at every
Australian.
turn. I also want to thank our teams for their amazing dedication while working from home. What you've been able to achieve is nothing short of inspirational. We are also deeply thankful to all of you, our players. Even when we've had to stay physically apart,
EA Play, get your
billions
wallets
of you are
ready
using
because we
games to
care
come
about your
together
money.
to
I
play
mean consumers.
and do amazing
For the
things for each
whales,
other.
I mean people. They are.
You've shown why
Exactly.
this is truly the greatest form of entertainment on the planet. This is also a critical time for the movement to end racism and racial injustice in this world. Black lives matter, and there is much to be done to drive real and meaningful change. A couple of weeks ago, we shared some actions that Electronic Arts is taking. We will not rest on this. It's a long-term commitment. We're here for players of every color, background, religion, and personal preference. We will continue to build strong representation in our games.
I like
and we are
the
focused
emotional
on making
shift
our
in his
communities
face
fun,
from going like
inclusive,
almost worried and
positive
sympathetic
places
to
play.
being like very firm.
We also have
I hate-
real work
I
to do
hate
to
when
bring greater
brands
diversity into our company,
Exploit
and we are committed to doing that work. Today, we're
things
here
going on in the world
because of the power of games.
for gain. I think it's
Games
disgusting.
bring us together. They can make our lives better. They can teach us. They can provide escape and self-expression.
Just sitting here
And
like a
most of
psychopath
all,
in the dark, rocking
games
back and
can
forth
be
here.
fun.
I feel it, man. I do
All
that
of
on
us
my
Electronic
own.
Arts
For
believe
some
in
reason,
that,
this feels
and it's why we're
pandering when EA
excited to
says
get
this.
up
It
every
is.
morning
It is.
to make great experiences
Whatever he
for all
says,
of
and
you.
even if you agree with it or
So
not,
thanks for being here with us. And now,
they're
let's
just
get into
saying
some
it
games.
because they want you to buy their stuff. You should never look to companies to be the fucking moral arbiters
What's
of
up,
anything.
everybody? I'm Greg Miller, and welcome to EA
shake the
Play.
feeling this
We had
entirely
an
fake.
incredible show in
yeah.
LA planned for you. Huge stage, massive setup, these giant monitors.
Greg
I
Miller,
was gonna
man, I
fly in
can't-
on
I
an
can't
X-Wing.
stand Greg
I was
Miller.
gonna land the X-Wing on stage. I was gonna set off a bunch of fireworks. Then what? T-shirt cannon, bam, shooting out game consoles. Then Carol Baskin, some tigers. That last part was all me. Then, because of circumstances beyond our control, we had to come up with something a little different. Instead of LA, I'm in my hometown of San Francisco, but we still have the Tigers. What's that, Jane? No Tigers. So you lied. Oh, all right. I'm being told there are no Tigers,
anybody-
but whatever. We're
Is there
still gonna
anybody who
bring
watched
you
this
the
who
EA
actually
play
laughed at
you
any of
know and
this?
love.
That's my question.
Huge surprises, big announcements, incredible reveals, and never-before-seen gameplay.
Is there anybody watching
Coming
going
up
like,
over
Greg
the next
Miller?
hour,
I
we've
love
got
Greg Miller. And
game
he's like,
reveals galore,
no Tigers?
world
No
premiere
Tigers.
trailers of
No
new
Tigers?
titles,
And they're
some
like,
old favorites making a comeback. A look
I love
at a
Greg
new
Miller.
way
What a
Star Wars
funny
fans
guy.
can live out their greatest fantasies
Nobody.
this
There's
year,
nobody.
plus a sneak peek at the future. Oh, and pay close attention because today you could win one of thousands of Steam codes for more than a dozen great EA games on Steam. Throughout the show, keep an eye out for discreetly placed golden letters. Write them down as they appear, and at the end of the show, we'll tell you where you can enter that secret code for a
This
chance
is
to
not
win
starting
free
well.
games on
Oh my
Steam.
god. My
So
hype
don't
for
go
all
anywhere.
games is gone.
Who am I kidding? None of us can leave our houses. But enough talking. Let's see some games. Up first, we're headed to the Outlands. That's right. It's Apex Legends time.
Anyone want to take me
Ha
out?
ha ha, Greggy. My vagina shriveled up just now. Mine too. This guy wants to be a comedian so bad. Yeah. This guy hosted 2 events this year. They're giving him way too much
Hey,
work.
Apex fans, the battle
like,
just
hey,
keeps
you're
getting
known, right?
bigger. Thanks to you, Apex
Did this guy
Legends is
not
coming
work
off
for
its
Rooster
most
Teeth?
successful.
He worked for
most
IGN
ending
for
season
years.
yet,
He used to
and
be
we're
the
just
guy
getting
who sat
started.
back in like a closet, like
Season
cleaning
4 saw more of you
cleaning
jumping
the
into
building,
fight than ever
and then they
before,
put him
and
at a
you've kept
desk
that amazing
and made
momentum
him
going forward,
read
making
jokes on
season
roll
5
for him,
the
and then
biggest
he made kind of
and best
funny after
start
that.
to a season ever.
Took out an enemy.
Is anybody playing Apex Legends still?
Hold on to your holograms.
It's really
We hope
good.
You've been
I
enjoying
just don't
season
play
5, Fortune's Favor, which has seen the introduction of our latest legend, Loba.
it. If they add, I know they're
A
adding
major map
crossplay,
change to Kings Canyon. Rest in peace, Skulltown. An all-new ranked series.
but if
and
they
a ton
add
of quality of life
PC to
updates.
console
But it's about to
crossplay,
get
I'd
even
be down
better.
to play.
Today, I'm here to tell you about what's coming next to Season 5 with our latest collection event.
Obviously, let
Lost
people on
Treasures.
console opt out
Take a
though,
look.
because I know some people don't want that, and I completely understand. But Modern Warfare seems to do a really good job with it. He totally didn't exchange sexual
Adventurers.
favors for his position. He
Raiders.
definitely did. He definitely did.
Explorers.
He came from
They
IGN.
risk everything in search
Yep.
of fame,
Yeah, he did.
fortune, and answers. Few find what they're looking
Yeah,
for.
and then Colin left and I left. I was like, bye.
But if they survive,
They had a good
might walk
chemistry.
away
I'll give
with
him that.
lost
I'll give him that. But
treasure.
without Colin, he's just like fucking, just loud and.
Find you all when I see you.
A lot of times on his show, I watched Kind of Funny when they first started, and they would all be having a conversation like we do on Taste of the Gaming, and fucking he'd be over in the corner on his fucking phone, just typing shit and texting and reading stuff on his own. I'm like, why are you even there? You're fucking lazy.
Hey, thanks. I owe you one.
Guns? Who needs guns? I don't need guns.
I know what I'm looking for. I won't walk away without it. 너를 찾을 거야.
So apparently less people are playing Apex Legends, which kind of sucks because I think it's really good. But at the same time, I hope they go, oh shit, we're not making the same money we're making off of Apex Legends in the first place. Maybe it's not smart for us to cancel Titanfall. And they'll make Titanfall 3. That'd be great. Those are pretty cool looking.
As you just saw, the Lost Treasures collection event brings with it a ton of great content, including a new limited time mode, Armed and Dangerous Evolve.
Oh yes, couldn't put a finger on it.
It's the return of a fan favorite, snipers and shotties only, but with a twist.
Sending out my decoy.
All armor is Evo armor, and we're removing all of the respawn beacons across the entire map. Don't worry though, you'll still be able to bring back your teammates with the help of a new item, the mobile respawn beacon. You'll have one of these in your inventory at the start of each match, giving you the power to choose when, and more importantly, where you bring your teammates back into the battle.
That's kind of cool, but at the same time, it seems
Lost
like it'd be
Treasures also
so
introduces
annoying
the
that
new
everyone's
town
just
takeover,
respawning so
Crypto's map
often
ring.
like that.
Which gives players a closer look at what motivates this drone-wielding hacker. And of course, the Lost Treasures collection delivers a bunch of exclusive content you can earn by completing challenges, as well as all new event-exclusive cosmetic items and the introduction
I'd love
of your boy
Titanfall 3. I
Mirage's
feel like
era,
Titanfall 2 was
which
one of
is
the best
fittingly a trophy of
platforming
himself.
and first-person
Excited to
shooter,
see you
and
all in the
single-player
ring.
campaign is
Don't worry,
actually
there's plenty of
quite good.
memes to go around.
I'll be short and easy.
Now.
100%
best
agree with
part
everything
is
you
you don't
said.
have to wait that long. Lost
Titanfall 2
Treasures
and
drops on
Dying
Tuesday,
Light
June
are some of the
23rd.
best
And
first-person
that's not
like
all Apex
traversal,
fans.
like
The
running
battle is
around
expanding.
platforming and like running walls and
That's
stuff.
right.
The
This
best
fall
I've
we're bringing
experienced
Apex
in any
Legends
game.
to Steam.
They both
And I
really
know you're
nailed it.
hoping,
And Titanfall 2
wondering,
was
praying.
like
So
awesome
before you
in every
ask,
fucking way.
yeah,
I want Titanfall 3
crossplay is coming to Apex
to just
this
be
fall.
bigger and better than Titanfall 2.
It's been one of the biggest
Because Titanfall
requests
2
we
was
get,
bigger and better than
and we're
fucking
thrilled
Titanfall
to
1. Like
finally
it's a
deliver it
great
to our fans.
trajectory.
What am I forgetting?
They
Oh
took
yeah, one
in
last
feedback
thing. Let's
and
make
also
it
improved
official.
all mechanics from the first game. Yeah, 100%.
We're huge fans of Nintendo here at Respawn, and we're
You guys too are.
incredibly excited to
You
be
guys like
bringing
Nintendo?
Apex Legends to the Switch this fall.
It's kind of a
We'll share
niche
more
thing,
details
like
in the months
Nintendo.
ahead. So that means you'll be able to squad up no matter where you and your friends prefer to play: Xbox, PlayStation,
Wait,
Switch,
on Steam we'll be able to
or on
play?
the PC via Origin and Steam. We're throwing out a lifeline and healing the divide between the platforms. On behalf of the
Wait,
entire
so is
Apex
PC
team,
playing
we
with
wanna thank
consoles,
our
or is it just
incredible
Origin and
community.
Steam playing
Your
together?
passion for the game is truly inspiring. We look forward to seeing you all in the arena. And don't forget,
Your game needs
check out
crossplay?
Lost
No,
Treasures
actually,
on
that'd be
June
really bad.
23rd.
Unless you could opt into and opt out of it, that'd be smart. Hunt
man,
Showdown,
that was
ugh,
amazing.
Hunt Showdown needs to have all three
Take a
platforms
hyper
crossplay. I know
robot.
Xbox and
Take
PS4
a
do
hyper
it,
man.
but if PC could get in on that, that'd be fucking dope. But people on PC are gonna have a huge advantage in that game specifically because every gun is fucking like, boom,
Sul, everyone.
boom. You gotta really be
One
accurate.
thing I admire about Apex Legends is its commitment to having such a diverse range of characters. At The Sims, we've always believed representation and diversity in games is critically important, perhaps now more than ever. It's difficult to put into words just how meaningful it can be to see yourself reflected in the games you play. So, here
I've
to
never
tell you
seen
in their
myself
own
in any
words
game ever.
are a few members of our Sims community.
Not once. I've never identified with a character in any game.
It's a very interesting thing to
Ever.
It feels empowering, actually, and very
First time seeing
moving.
EA play, I kind of stopped watching it for 5 minutes. It's progress.
Just, like,
Yeah, it's a little easier to
keeping
do
relationships
when you're
good
hanging out
with
with
people.
people.
It's
Like,
probably
I'm not
like the
even
only
watching
place
this
where
right now.
I
I'm
was,
just reading you guys' comments and talking to
open.
you. So, I mean,
They get to see my
for anybody who's
personality
actually
first
here,
before
you typed in
seeing my
fucking
disability,
EA
I
Play
guess
Live
you could
June
say.
2020 reactions, and you're looking for somebody who's going to sit here and sometimes people bitch to me like, stop talking during the reaction. Well, no, that's what I do here. But yeah, anybody looking for that?
First realized
Sorry,
I was trans.
I guess I'm just
and,
here talking with everyone.
I was like praying to God to undo
I
it.
agree. I think
I
Titanfall
have
2
this
still
world
does the platforming
where
better
I can
than Doom
express
Eternal.
myself
Oh,
and be
definitely.
myself.
Where I come from,
I've not
who I am, the color of my
played
skin,
Dying Light. I'm
you know,
playing.
who I'm attracted
Or I'm
to,
planning
let any
to
of
get
that get in the
Wolfenstein
way.
New
It
Order
was
and
no
Wolfenstein
barriers.
2.
No matter where I
Those
was
two
or
Wolfenstein games
what
are
I was
fucking
going
fantastic.
through, I had my safe place.
What's the newest one? That one's not good. I don't like the newest one. It
It
sucks.
was almost like I was peeking into the future, and I didn't know it at the time, but it gave me hope.
It gave
Doom
me a sense
Eternal
of hope that
feels
I
good,
could build a life that
but
looked like that.
some of the
Sims
movements
is
feel
almost
kind of
like a
sticky,
utopia of
whereas
what
like
I hope
Titanfall
our
2
world
does not have
eventually
that.
becomes.
And Dying
As I got
Light
more
just
comfortable with my
it starts off
character
like
in
that.
the
It feels
game,
kind of
I
like
got more comfortable with myself.
stiff in its movements, but it's
played
on
and built
purpose
meat.
because as you unlock newer ways to
played
traverse,
to
it
express
becomes like
myself.
really fucking smooth. It's
I
really nice.
played to make a difference.
I play to feel good about myself.
I played to have confidence.
To have me time.
Design.
Fuel my creativity.
It's more than just a game. It's
There you go. X-Play on
creating
everything.
life.
All. Wait, what? The shirt she was wearing is ugly. I don't get the green crystal surrounded by the bouquet. I don't know. I find myself when I watch any of these things judging what people wear though a lot. I don't know. It's
As you just saw, there are so
I
many
see,
reasons
yeah.
why I am proud to be
That
part
is a really
of the
ugly
Sims
shirt.
global community. We want The Sims to be a place of unity and hope. A place
these
where you
jokes
can
they
be
make
your
are so
authentic self
funny.
and build your
They're
vision
even
for
better
our
if
shared
we talk
world.
over it.
A place to imagine what's possible. To our Simmers, thank you
That's the
for
one
everything
thing
you've
that
done
kind of sucks
to make your communities virtual and real a
about
better
the
place.
gaming community, if I can even say that. There's
Now,
so many
I know some of you tuned in
communities
hoping for
within
some
that.
Sims news, and we'll
So
have plenty
much
to
of it
share
lacks
as the summer goes
personality.
on, but we do have one announcement for you.
Whether it's
We'll be
corporate
welcoming players
brands,
on a whole
they're
new
like
platform
robots,
as The
and then
Sims 4
like
arrives
kind
on
of
Steam
funny.
Today. Take a look.
And a lot of these people, like on YouTube or podcasters, I mean, everyone's got their favorites. There's a lot of them that are cool out there. I do YouTube, so I guess I can't bitch too much about it. But so many of them just they're not. I don't know. To me, not funny. They don't really have a lot to say. They're just repeating what other people are saying a lot. I don't know. It's kind of hard to fucking be enthusiastic about the personalities of gaming. Just show me the fucking games. I don't know, that might just be me, but I'm, I guess, super judgmental. I'm gonna get fucking dinged for this song. I'm sure the song is famous somewhere. Every style. Oh, okay, crossplay, I got you. Stupid. There you go, crossplay and everything. That's what I want. I want crossplay and everything. I understand when people don't want to do it, but I prefer crossplay just because more so I like the idea of expanding the community, keeping it alive longer. Every individual community will be alive longer if it's part of the other communities.
Hey everyone, Alex here from the social team,
Youngblood, you're
and joining me
thinking
today
of
from our
its side
community
adventure.
team
I
is
want to
Freeman.
catch up before
Hey folks,
Wolfenstein
yes,
3.
we're here to
Yeah,
tell you
Youngblood,
that
it's
not just
awful.
The Sims
They
4
tried to
arriving
make
on
it
Steam today.
into
5 more
like a
great
faux
EA
RPG
games,
experience, and I
including
feel
Titanfall
so.
2,
At
A Way
E3 it was
Out,
awful, and I thought it was
Dead
like
Space 3
I thought something
are
was
all
wrong
playable
with it.
right this second.
And then it came out, and people said it was exactly like it. I experienced it. I was like,
you
fuck,
can
that
get all
sucks.
those great
So I
titles
just
and a
didn't check
ton
it
more
out.
with your membership.
You can also
I
expect
agree. I
to
think
see
Nintendo
our
does
new
the personality
releases
the
on
best
Steam
out of a
too.
lot of these
One
big
of the
brand
first arrived
corporations.
just
I
a
agree
short while ago
100%. I
with
think
full
like
mod
especially
support
when
via
Reggie
Steamworks.
Fils-Aimé
The
was
critics
still
love
in
it,
there.
and we know you
Everyone
will
loved
too.
that guy.
This is Command and
I have to
Conquer
admit though, I
Remastered.
like Phil Spencer. I think Phil Spencer is a pretty cool dude. just seems like a really chill guy, but he's not someone I'm like, oh yeah, Phil Spencer, but he's cool. Kind of want to pick this up. Lil Nug. Yeah, not too impressive. This is true. Who dressed these people? All their clothing is ugly and mismatched. I like the idea that somebody just dressed them.
Welcome back, Commander.
EA keeps flirting with fucking Command & Conquer. Just going like, do you want this? Do you want this? Do you want this?
More platforms than ever.
And it seems like
You
no
can
one's really
expect
biting.
7 new games coming to Switch in the next 12 months, including Burnout Paradise coming tomorrow and Apex Legends later this year. And we're bringing crossplay to many of your favorite games too, starting with Need for Speed Heat and continuing with some new titles being revealed later in the show.
It's all about
Reggie,
giving you the
best
freedom
community
to
person.
play
Oh,
what
dude,
you
100%.
want, where you want, and with who you want. It's
Even when
about
I was
playing
like
together.
Absolutely.
not a big fan
Now,
of
let's
Nintendo
reveal
when
some
they
more
went
games.
in like their
Over
low
to you,
spot,
Greg.
their low point, I still was a fan
Quick
of Reggie.
reminder to keep an eye
so
out for those special golden letters hidden
he was a
throughout
good
the show.
personality for
They
sure.
could appear anywhere.
Stay at
and I
home. They
mean
dressed themselves this
anywhere,
year. I mean, that's
so keep your eyes open.
that's definitely
Write the letters down as they appear.
they're dressed
and once
themselves.
you've
That
got
makes
the
it even
full
worse.
code, you'll be
Unless
able to
somebody
enter
was
for a
like on
chance
stream
to
with
win
them
one
or
of
like
more than
on
a
like
dozen
Zoom or whatever, and
great
they're going
games
like,
on Steam. So stay
Don't
tuned
wear that.
to
Wear
find out
something
where to
uglier.
enter the
We need to
code
make
to
sure
get
that the
into the
games
show.
speak for themselves,
Now, if you
not
follow
not
my
your shirt.
content at all, then you know there's nothing
Like
I
Burnout,
love
though.
more than
I don't know, they
Buffalo
keep
Wings and
bringing that shit
discovering
back.
inventive new games. Well, I don't have any Buffalo.
I can't hear over Greg. He fucking just. Any Greg Miller fans, I apologize. They keep with Burnout. That Burnout. Like, I fucking love Burnout 1, 2, and 3. Those were fantastic games. I want more games like that. Then they made the Burnouts after that. I think it was just Paradise. Was there another one? And that game just felt like fucking some kind of Need for Speed type game. And it just kind of took away from it. I know a lot of people really liked it. But they keep fucking focusing on that one. And I'm like, dude, no, make like Burnout fucking 4. Make like that crazy arcade racer that had crazy crashes in it. That was awesome. But EA is just deaf. I mean, it's taken them this long to fucking decide, oh, you guys want Skate? Okay, well, yeah, we'll make that. Oh, you guys want more Command & Conquer? Well, we'll just remaster it. You want Burnout? Oh, well, we made Burnout already, so we'll just re-release that on something. It's just, EA is just so fucking bad at listening to anyone. Here at EA, we dress all our employees to make them seem more human and relatable based on charts for what clothing is considered relatable. Yeah, because everybody's just a schlub at home, so fucking they're looking to watch more schlubs on their EA fucking streams. They're just not casual enough. Stick up your anal cavity kind of professional, and trying to casualize from there with jokes just makes you cringe, but they're trying at least. I agree. They just come off robotic. They come like I don't like people who play a character or don't have like a real personality, or they're trying to play up a personality, but if you were to meet them in real life, they wouldn't be acting like that most likely. And all of these people are doing that shit. And a lot of people even on YouTube, like you'll watch them and then you'll watch them on a podcast, they're completely different. And that's fine sometimes. Like maybe some people feel like uncomfortable. I don't know. It's definitely, it makes sense. But so many of these people are just fucking like, just these vacant fucking robots with masks on. And it's like, and most people when they watch like E3 presentations and shit and they see these people come out and they try to be entertaining, most people don't buy it. Most people don't like it. So it's just funny. It's like they're fucking telling themselves that this is working and that people like it, and they're not listening because most people don't like it. There are some people that you'll see them, they're like, "Yay, I love this," but I think those people are just sitting there waiting for like a commercial to come on and tell them what to buy and shit. So I don't know. I'm being too judgmental. Bring Crazy Taxi back, lol. They did on your phone. You can play it on your phone. That's great. I'd be down to get like a Crazy Taxi again. I don't know if they'd have to add some stuff to it because the formula is kind of fucking outdated. But man, I loved the first Crazy Taxi and that soundtrack and just flying off fucking huge hills and shit, picking people up. Greg fans, where? I don't know. We're trying to find them.
Buffalo wings, but I do have something just
I'm putting the bait out right now. Here's Greg.
The past couple of
Here's
years,
Greg.
EA has partnered with the amazing studios
Greg
like
fans?
Haze, Light, and Zoink to give us such creative
Greg
titles
fans?
as A Way Out and Faye.
Nobody.
Here to explain how they do it are a few of the talented developers working on the next wave of EA originals.
I mean, this is the same company that tried arguing in court that what they do are surprise mechanics and that people love them. It's fun. So it's any surprise that EA is
Sometimes
daft.
you just have this great
No,
idea of
I mean,
a
you
game.
nailed it. That's
It can be really hard to do it on
that's
your own.
the way to put it.
We wanted
They don't give a fuck.
space for our studio's creativity to flow free, so that we could try unconventional approaches to solving new ideas.
16 minutes into this, and I haven't really been
break past
watching
our
it.
own sort of mental blocks.
It's
Even
kinda
if that
sad.
meant building a whole new kind of game engine.
We get to do the game we want to do.
Okay, I'm excited for whatever this guy makes though, because fucking A Way Out was really good.
We can really push our ideas further and bigger than we first imagined.
Why has everybody got so much fucking attitude in
Let's
this?
find that magic.
Like they're talking to me like I talk shit.
And now for a deeper dive into what these developers are
Dope.
working on, we
Yeah,
turn
show me
our
the games.
spotlight on 3 studios.
Stop.
Up first
Okay,
is Haze
most of
Light
this
and their
fucking,
mild
most of
mannered,
this whole
quiet
thing
leader,
is just
Joseph Ferris.
messaging. Have you guys noticed that? Almost all of this video so far is them telling you what they want you to think about their brands. They're not showing shit. I mean, they showed a little bit of The Sims, but who gives a fuck? That game has been out for... I mean, I know people like The Sims, but this is... It's so annoying.
Let's do it. Please welcome Joseph Ferris.
Either that or it comes from, okay, you're talking to Karens who never seen a game their entire life and want to buy X for the children and be inviting. 100%, yeah. But those people are a receding demographic. I mean, the most people playing games are not that person. But yeah, and it'd be so weird if they're focusing on the Karens because, like I said, there's less of them.
Can't help it, man.
So again, that'd make them daft. That'd make them fucking
I was
just
born
not
in
listening.
Beirut, 1977. I lived there 10 years. There was
Oh,
civil
plus,
war,
wasted
and
no
there was a
time to
lot
get to the
of,
games. That
bad
presentation
stuff happening there.
was fucking masterful. It was
tried
so
to go
good, and
5
the
times
in-between
to Sweden.
parts
The 5th time
were
they let us
quick.
in,
They were to the
that's lucky
point
for Sweden,
and had
because I've
really
given
cool
Sweden a lot,
visuals.
you know.
Like, yeah, that was so much
My
better.
third movie, Zozo, it's basically about my life when I came to Sweden.
They
when I
had a
was
ton
young.
of games.
I've done
What are the
5
games here?
feature
Apex
movies, and now I've
Legends?
done
Yeah,
3
well, they're all games that
and
are
it's
out.
way hard to make a game.
They're all
It's
games
almost
that are
like
out,
the
pretty
audience
much.
has control
Sims,
of the
Apex
pacing of the
Legends.
story, while in movies it's being paced for
I'll be
you.
excited for him to show his new
In video
game,
games, there's
but he's
so
just talking
much to
about
be explored
where
from
he's
a
from.
storytelling perspective because
EA
of the
last year,
interactivity. There are
E3,
some studios out
3
there
hours,
that are
like 6
making games
games.
that have
Yeah,
good
that was
stories, but
fucking
pretty much have
crazy.
one mechanic they like reuse all the time. The designers
If EA didn't
and the
have so many
story
properties
writers
they're just
are kind of like
residually
doing
making
2
money
different
off
games.
of, they'd be dead. Like
That's
they
why I
don't
founded Haze Light.
do
Keep
enough.
pushing the boundaries of what is
Look at
possible in
Ubisoft.
games.
Ubisoft's a AAA
That's
company.
what
They
game number
fucking
3 from Haze Light
pump
is
shit
all
out.
about.
EA's like, we got The Sims. We're living off that. Apex
The
Legends,
new
we're living
game,
off of
It
that.
Takes Two
Not
is a
Battlefield, you
co-op
lost that shit.
action
You fucked that
adventure
one up.
platformer that will blow your f***ing mind away. The story starts out with a small family. Cody, May, that's the parents, and then Rose, the little daughter. So Cody and May are about to separate. Rose doesn't want them to divorce, so she creates 2 dolls out of wood and clay, and these dolls magically come alive and actually controls
The
both
segment
Cody
right
and
now
May.
is when
And
you ask
could say
someone
you're
how
almost
their day
controlling their
was,
emotions.
what's your
You're
game like, and
almost
they go into their
playing
whole
their
life story.
emotions.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
Oh, what's up,
even
dude? Well,
levels
fucking
where we're
yesterday I
actually
had a
making
problem with my
mechanic
car,
for
and that,
their
of course,
emotions.
always happens
So
to me
again,
because when I
marrying
was
the story
16,
and the
my
mechanics.
first car
And I
fucking
think
blew up and
with the
killed my whole
players,
family, blah, blah,
that's gonna
blah.
feel very new,
Yeah.
different, and unique. They haven't played anything like this before. It Takes Two is a crazy roller coaster ride that doesn't really have an ending. It has an ending, but that ending is that the roller coaster crashes and you fly into the sky and get up into space, and when you're in space, you're like, what the f am I doing up here? And then maybe you get back to
You just
Earth
told
again.
the end?
That's
The end of the
best
game?
way to describe It Takes Two, actually.
Alright, just because I liked your last game, I'll look into it, but that did not do anything for me.
Wow, that was the best way to describe it. All right, Joseph, we love you so much. Thank you. Keep it up over there. The Oscars. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep this originals train rolling.
I'm gonna
And let's
repeat
stay
somebody
in
else's
Sweden.
joke and
Of course,
hope I'm
a fan
just
of
as
both
effective
their
at telling
delicious
it
red gummy
a
fish
year
and
later.
their video games. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Klaus and Olav from Zoink Games.
Thanks, Greg. Welcome to Gothenburg and, well, my home. Unfortunately, I didn't bring you any Swedish fish, but we do have some exciting news
Bro,
for
your
you
home
about our
looks like a
latest
serial
game.
killer's house.
At Zoink, we've always been driven by love of rich visual storytelling and creating strange worlds that people can escape to. The weirder, the better, and I think my friend Olav would agree.
Yeah, absolutely. And for our next game, though, we wanted to try something a little darker. Something
We
out
said
of
that was the
a
best way to
fairy
describe
tale.
it, but I didn't see
It
anything to
started with a
figure that
mood
out
and
for
some
myself.
paintings, grew into this eerie, strange
You're just telling me it
world that
was.
feels like
Take
something
your
out
word
of
for
a
it. Yes,
beautiful,
take my word
twisted
for it.
dream.
Just
And that's
listen.
the world of random.
Just agree.
Lost in Random
You must
is
agree.
the story of
I'm
Eden,
EA.
a little girl with a big
Listen and
heart
agree.
and an even bigger temper.
Yeah, that dude was thinking
After a
he's
horrible
talking to a
event that changes her
12-year-old
life,
instead.
she
My
embarks
bad.
on a dangerous journey through the world around
Yeah,
her.
exactly.
But fortunately, she's not alone. Just like I have Olav, Even also has a crazy little weird friend thing with her.
Along her journey, Even discovers Dicey, a playful, loyal, almost puppy-like dice companion that gives her the power to really change things in the Kingdom of Random.
Let's get dicey, baby.
Despite the name, in Even's world, randomness is feared, and a dark force controls every aspect of life, from where you live to how you act or what your favorite color is. It's a coming-of-age story set against the backdrop of a mysterious world, but it holds a modern
Sounds
message
fucking
that's really
scary.
relevant to our world right now.
I think we can all relate to the desire to try and control the chaos around us. With Dicey's help, though,
Not me.
Even learns
I'm
the
fucking
power
all
to
about
do
the chaos.
just
Let it go.
opposite. Embrace the randomness, accept the uncertainties in life,
Yup.
and you'll be surprised how far it takes you.
So I don't gotta play
Imagine
this.
if
I'm
you
already on,
could change
on,
the
on
course
that
of
page.
life with the roll of a dice. What would you do? Play it safe or trust in yourself and take a chance? We can't wait for you to play it.
Neither.
We're still a long ways from launch, but we hope you will join Even and Dicey on their journey next year. Until then, please enjoy this first look at
I think I'm hearing some
Lost in
muffled noise
Random.
in the background of their house.
Welcome to Random.
Jesus fucking Christ.
The world of random bends with the roll of one dice. A dice that has ruled this kingdom for generations, transforming the fates of people just like you. But what if I told you there is another dice with the power to change everything? Now, my friend, it's your turn to roll, to play the odds.
Why are they awkwardly cutting between each other so much? This isn't how you present a pitch. I don't know. I don't know how they make these decisions. The art style is interesting. I mean, it's very inspired by Tim Burton, and like, I mean, it's definitely inspired by Tim Burton. But I mean, it's fine.
No, Dicey. They should be scared of us. Right?
You don't say something that confident and then ask if you were correct. Lost in Random. I mean, it's interesting. It's the most interesting thing I've seen
Really
so
cool.
far.
That's a look at Lost in Random in man.
Vroom, ride the rails,
Embracing
burr up
randomness.
the
I
sky.
feel like
It's
I live
beat.
that every day of my life.
Amazing. Beat.
You know I was gonna do
cool.
that. You didn't know
Yeah.
that.
What the
Dicey's
fuck?
my spirit animal. The game's out
I
next
don't
year.
know.
But for something that's blasting off a whole lot sooner, take it away, Kevin Franklin.
Yeah, Kevin. Do it, Kevin. Stop being a
Final
pussy
Strike
and do
Games,
it.
our team of experienced industry veterans, have worked on incredible multiplayer franchises.
Damn, he's
we
gotta
are
show off his
passionately
bike.
focused on making
Look
great
at that thing.
multiplayer games.
Think he shreds
That's why
up
I'm
and down the
incredibly
trails?
excited to announce that we have partnered with the talented team at EA to release our first ever title, Rocket Arena.
Didn't this game
As
have a
you'll see, we
controversy?
stay loyal to the name of the game. It's a rockets-only shooter that allows players to get into
Quake?
the action quickly and stay in the fight. We wanted Rocket Arena to be an awesome,
Even if they showed an
competitive
interesting game,
experience to
I've
play
honestly
with
checked
friends.
out by now
I think you're
from
gonna
all
love
the
what
other
we've got in
inane
store
crap.
for you.
Yeah, I'm on the same
Here
page.
is the all-new
that game seems like
trailer
it could be
of Rocket
interesting, but they
Arena.
didn't actually show us
Enjoy.
anything. I agree with you. I think it looks interesting,
Rockets
but
away.
Let's kick this into
This
gear.
whole presentation just is not interested in selling you the games. It's more about selling you the ideas of games and views on things. And aspirations on why they make games, which most people don't care about.
Crater? Sure, we've got the beautiful beaches.
Cannonball!
Quality public transportation. And exotic destinations. Another victory. The people
Each
are courteous
game
and
needs an
friendly.
entire segment where they mostly talk about it. Yeah. Or they talk about their past, or talk about their ambitions on why they got into making games, or fucking what you should think
The real reason life
about,
is so good.
you know, their game,
We've got
how much they care about stuff.
Let's hit the trail.
I hunger for battle.
Seems like a game that should have came out in the last gen.
Talk about razzle dazzle. Never turn your back on the water.
This game will either fail or have a cult following. I mean, other than that, I don't see this game blowing up.
I'm here to rock it.
I don't know what I expected from EA, man. I went into this thinking I was going to see some really cool shit, but so far I feel like I've wasted 27 minutes.
So as you just saw, rockets are obviously awesome to blast all over the place. But in order to
So
come out
as
on
you
top,
guys
there's
saw,
a lot to
rockets
master.
are obviously awesome to blast all over the place.
You'll have
I
a
don't
range of
blink and I don't
rocket-powered
look
abilities
around.
to blast
I am
opponents out of the
human
arena,
like
and
you,
an
but
arsenal of evasive
buy my
moves.
game.
Rocket jump, rocket climb, and dodge to avoid getting knocked out yourself. Don't worry though, you're never out of the action for
Hey guys,
long.
I got this
Even
amazing
when
new
you're
game
out,
coming
you'll fly
up.
right back
Interjection
into the
to
fray.
being relatable.
You'll
Be
also be
relatable,
able to
haha,
really
funny, right?
customize
Okay.
your own unique
So let's
look
tell
and
you about this
playstyle.
amazing game I got for you.
Each of the 10
Pause for
heroes available
relatable,
at launch
unrelatable
have their
comment.
own
Now
rocket
back
powered
to why this
abilities.
game is so amazing.
And as you play, you'll discover
I'm going
items
to
that
show
allow you
you.
to further refine
It's
each
an
of your heroes'
awesome way of
playstyles.
personalizing their products and
Plus,
kind of
every
needs
character
it.
has
I
100
agree with
levels
the
of
notion,
progression
but not
that
while
unlock new
promoting
cosmetics
them. Yeah,
and
no, I
rewards.
agree. A game
All
made by
that
real
and
humans.
much more when Rocket Arena arrives
Hello and
on
welcome.
July
My
14th.
name is Steve, a human name, and I'm making a
And
human
there's plenty
game
more
made for
content to
humans
come
by
in our
humans.
first season,
We
which
hope
begins
to
just 2 weeks
partake
after
in your
launch
human
on July 28th,
currency.
and brings with it a blast pass and a ton of free content, including
Flexo's
new
more
maps,
human than these people,
in-game
more
events,
personality.
and a new playable character.
Fucking A.
Rocket
Way more
Arena is a
personality.
game meant to be played with friends, regardless of platform. That's why we're thrilled to announce cross-play support right from the start.
Oh yeah, you guys ready to play this together?
So grab your friends,
Who's excited?
regardless of their platform, and get ready to blast off with Rocket Arena on July 14th on PlayStation, Xbox, Origin, and Steam. And we'll be sharing more gameplay right after the show with the help of some great content creators. So check us out on YouTube at the link below. See you in the arena.
I heard every passcode
Wow,
now
that looks
in
great.
Pokemon has
And hopefully you've
have
all been
8
keeping track
passcodes?
of the
What does that
golden
mean?
letters hidden throughout the show and
I haven't-
nearly
I
cracked
don't
the code.
play
Here's a
Pokemon a
hint.
whole lot.
It's not Kanye.
Jokes
Keep an
aside,
eye out for the last
has this
couple of
man
letters,
actually
and then at
blinked
the
at
end of
all?
the show,
I didn't
we'll
see it.
reveal where you
Oh, he
need
did
to go
once.
to
Okay,
enter
I
the
must have
code
missed
and
it.
a chance to win
That was
some
creepy.
great games on Steam. Now, from the future of Rocket Warfare, we head to a different kind of battle. It's the real reason I didn't get any sleep last night, and if you thought you heard sleigh bells, that's because it might as well be Christmas in June.
I
It's
saw
finally
one.
time to talk Star Wars Squadrons.
Caught him. We
Now,
caught him.
I promise you,
Blinked
we are
once.
going to get a first look at some brand new gameplay in just a moment. But first, for anyone who doesn't fully grasp why I'm so excited, earlier this week, EA and Lucasfilm dropped a trailer that literally gave me all the feels, chills, joy, excitement, and then more chills on top of that. Take a look.
It did not. I don't believe that for a second. I'm interested in this. I think a lot of people are interested in this, but he's acting like this is fucking some big, huge Star Wars game.
Seize that moment.
Why does his eyes not dry out like that? Well, honestly, I can keep my eyes open for a while, so I kind of feel it. Not as long as that guy, but I can I could not blink for a long time. Which I hear is like a sign of being like a fucking psychopath or something. I don't know. Hey, that guy murders people. Maybe I definitely don't. I bring to you fucking whatever part 5. See this callus on my foot, by the way? Well, guess what? I was going to work yesterday morning, and it just so happened that... Yeah, pretty much. Here at blah blah blah, we're working on a game and you guys are gonna love it, but I want to tell you about how I get to work every day and help the old lady down the street and feed the children and save puppies from fires all the time. My feet are calloused from all this hard work that I do, and doing all this hard work really inspired me to just get into games and work on games. I want to make games that change the world. I want to make the world a better place with my calloused feet that I use to program these games that we're making for you. And we hope that you will just give us your money. Just give us your money. You don't gotta see the game. Just trust us when we say we make good games you're gonna
in my
love.
copious notes I have on you, I'm told you are quite the Star Wars fan and have been a long time. How long have you liked Star Wars?
I've been a Star Wars fan for pretty much my whole life. I don't even remember the first time I saw it.
Why are we talking about this in 2020?
And as a kid, there was a lot of different parts of Star Wars I loved. One of them was being a pilot.
I
that
love
idea
Star
of climbing
Wars.
into
I'm
a
like, oh, you
TIE
too, huh?
fighter. So, you know, I played all the flight games in the 90s, and I got pretty obsessive about them. I'd pause, meticulously draw the insides of the cockpits and stuff. And actually, I dug up some of those drawings from my parents' attic over the holidays.
We're showing them right now to the world. This
video is really bringing out the
above and beyond the normal level of Star Wars fandom.
cynicism.
I think at Motive you'll find that quite a few
everybody.
people have that level of Star Wars fandom. When we started this project, I talked to a lot of people.
He is
as
a
they joined
progressive
the team,
company with hard
and
work.
a lot of them had similar kinds of stories
racism
of
is
things
bad,
they'd done as
injustice
kids.
is bad.
One of
Sounds
them
like a
even
2-year-old
built
said
a
it.
functional cockpit in his
That's
garage.
so basic. I mean, yeah. Anytime a company
That's fandom on another
wants to
level.
get in
How do
on
you
that,
guys go
though,
from
I mean, they
being
just
a
come out, they're
fan,
like,
drawing what you
here
see
at
in the game,
EA,
or
we
building
believe
a
murder is
cockpit in your
bad, and no
garage,
one should
to actually
murder
making
anybody.
it.
And if you've been murdered,
I think that
we
fandom,
sympathize
just
with you.
love of Star Wars, has
It's like,
provided
no
a really
shit,
good foundation
dude.
for us. But on top of that, of course, the team at Motive got a lot of experience working
All
with
this
Star Wars
filibustering is
when they
boring
worked
as
on
fuck.
Battlefront
Agreed.
2.
I agree with you.
And when Battlefront 2 wrapped
Lol,
up,
that sounded
it was a really
hauntingly like
small
something
group
the
of us
reps
that were
could
really
have
into
rehearsed.
particularly the pilot experience within Star
I've
Wars.
seen it enough.
And
I've
we
seen it
wanted to
enough.
make something new, something that really went all in on that part of the fantasy. And so we did kind of a grassroots initiative, or started a little passion project.
I'm just
and that
the
ramped up
biggest
into
Star Wars
eventually
fan,
what
and I've
is the game
been
we're gonna
since
show
I
you
was a
today.
child. I remember
talk
when I was
about,
3,
you know,
just
your
looking at the Death
passion
Star and
for
going,
this,
I
your
want to
nostalgia
be
for Star Wars
part of
flight
the
games of the
Empire.
past.
And so
How
I
do
joined
you
EA.
honor
And at
that,
EA,
but
we're
make
making
something brand
games
new?
that just really,
It's
really
been interesting. You know, we were trying to kind of pull from that
the
spiritual
galaxy
heritage of
everyone
many
knows
different
and
games in
loves.
that time period. At the same
And
time,
with your
we wanna
help
do
of
something
giving
that
us
feels
your
fresh and new for fans today.
fucking
And
rubles,
so we've tried to look at
we're
as
going to
sort
bring
of the
to you an
spiritual
experience
core
unlike
of what they
anything
are the
before.
best of the Star
This
Wars flight
game's
games
got
of the past.
X-Wings,
And what they
this
did that
game's
I
got
love is that they
lightsabers,
made that
this
part of
game's
the
got
universe
Jedis in
the
it.
level
You're
of
going to
depth
love
and
it. You've
detail
never
that
seen
they show in
anything like it
ships, the
before.
way that you control them is something that I remember fondly from my childhood, and is something that we're trying to do very much with Squadrons. You know, in real life, being a pilot is hard. It takes
Unless you're a
skill.
Ben and Jerry's
And that's
fan.
something that you'll see throughout the game.
Yeah, no, that's
you know,
true
as you
too.
start off playing, it's pretty straightforward. Fly around, shoot your lasers. But as you get deeper into it, you start learning how to divert
That's
energy
true. I'm not
from your
usually a
lasers
cynical
to your
person. I
engines.
like to be
How to shift your
positive, but
shields
this
from the
whole
front to the
presentation is
back,
making
cover
me
your butt in a
tired.
dogfight. Or at the
Is
higher levels of
making
skill,
me tired.
you could do really
Making me
crazy
tired?
stuff. Like
I'm
you
just
can
turning
boost your
into a
engines,
cynical
fly
piece of
ahead,
shit watching these
cut them
people-
off, whip around
people
180 and shoot a missile
talking
off
about
their
their
own tail
inane
while
pandering
drifting
bullshit.
backwards.
It's just so
like
fake.
real ace pilot stuff.
This
And
game
that's
also has
really where
space
we
and
had a lot of fun with
asteroids.
the game.
I want to do that. I want to
This
learn
game
how to
has
do
the
that.
color red in it.
I understand the nuts and bolts of how to play it. Is there a single-player story? Is there a multiplayer mode? What are we getting into?
For everybody watching this, maybe you're watching this after
game
the fact, you're
starts with
watching
a
and you're
brand new
not part of the
single-player
conversation
story.
maybe,
Takes place
and
a
you're
little bit
like,
after
man,
Return of the
he's
Jedi.
being real
And it has
fucking
kind of
negative
a
here.
unique dual
Go watch
perspective
the
approach to it.
PS5 reveal.
So when the game
reaction.
starts, you're going to
I
create
didn't have
two
this
pilots. You create
reaction
a
to
New
that
Republic
fucking video.
pilot and an Imperial
This
pilot.
is very much.
And you're going to alternate between their
Just watch the fucking
perspectives,
beginning of this
mission to
video.
mission
I didn't
over the
act like
course of the
this with the
story.
Crash Bandicoot
You're
or
going to meet a
fucking
diverse cast of characters
new
along the
Pokemon
way, and
Snap.
also a few
This
familiar
whole
faces.
presentation is
Now, when you're done with that story
Shit.
and you've played maybe a bit in the practice range, you say, hey, I want to try multiplayer. We want to make it really easy for you to hop online with your friends and play competitive space battles at that point. And so we've done a lot to try to reduce the barriers, to make it as easy as possible for you to play with your friends. And so I'm happy to say we fully support
Make it easier.
crossplay. You could be on PS4, Xbox One, PC. You could be playing on a traditional display or
That's
in
cool.
VR,
That's
which,
good to hear.
fun fact, the entire game supports VR from beginning to end. It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
But regardless of how you're playing, which platform, they can all play together. Just hook up with your friend, connect, have an awesome space battle.
Hook up
You
with
just
your friend.
Death Starred my mind, man. Like, I don't. That's
Jesus fucking
awesome.
Christ.
That is
Jesus
the big question.
Christ.
When can people actually play it?
Not too long, actually. Star Wars Squadrons is coming out on October 2nd.
Okay, not too long at all. I was worried about you. I thought you were going to leave me on a teaser there. You didn't. You actually delivered. I appreciate that. The next big ask I have on behalf of everybody watching, I'm sure, who came here for one specific reason, can we see some new gameplay of it? Can we see any gameplay of it?
Absolutely. I kind of figured you might want to. On behalf of everyone at Motive
I like
and
how
the
they're
team at
playing it up
Lucasfilm,
like he's
I am
asking
very
if they
happy
can
to
see
show
it.
you
How's
the
they gonna
world's first
fucking
look
show
at
it?
gameplay of Star Wars Squadrons. Enjoy.
I hate this. I hate this. This man is definitely reading a script right off stream. His eyes look to the side constantly in a way that shows he's reading something. I mean, most of these people are. Just that guy's teleprompter wasn't that great. Alright, so gameplay. We're getting gameplay.
The second Death Star is gone, but the Imperial fleet is still a threat. Vanguard Squadron, let's make history.
This is it, Titan Squadron. Everything we've done has led to this. Finish those Vanguard scum!
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Earn your wings in a
Just
single
play
player
it in
story
front of me.
spanning 2 factions.
All stations! Fire on that ship!
And master multiplayer battles as a squadron of 5. With the option to play the entire game in VR. This is the definitive Star Wars pilot experience.
Come on, come on!
You'll begin your career in a single-player story,
Welcome to Titan Squadron.
where you'll play as 2 combat pilots, flying for both the Empire and the New Republic. You'll experience this world through your cockpit. The instrumentation in front of you provides critical feedback about power management, targeting, and shields. With a squadron of diverse characters at your side, prove your skills on increasingly challenging missions.
Hello, Vanguard. Welcome to the Nadiri dockyard.
Damn, that guy
One
was
of my
fucking
spies
crazy
has linked
looking.
the attacks with the New Republic Starhawk project.
The story of the 2 pilots you play
Stick together.
will shape the balance of power in the galaxy.
Get ready!
Let him have it.
To take the fight online, you'll need flight time with all 8 ships. Fighters are the most flexible and versatile, able to handle any situation.
Maybe it'll be gameplay without gameplay like
Are
Valhalla.
fast and highly
Yeah,
maneuverable.
Revolution has gameplay
Let's
trailers
get 'em.
after all.
Ideal for hunting down your
Yeah,
opponent's
I mean, a lot of this looks
starfighters.
like gameplay, but a lot of it just looks like pre-rendered stuff
Support
too.
ships can keep allies safe and stocked up, as well as disrupting enemy fighters.
Light him up! Nice.
Bombers
Does look fun,
are the
though.
heavy hitters, able
I don't
to
know if it will
deal
be, but
devastating
I like,
damage to enemy
I like
flagships
space
and
combat.
starfighters.
But if you've got a preferred component and need something customized, I'll take care of it.
I just feel like since EA, it's gonna be like so watered down.
Customize your pilot and starfighters simply by playing the game.
I mean, that's kind
From
of cool.
cosmetics to an arsenal of over 50 components that alter how your ships fly, fight,
That's pretty cool.
and survive.
They're on you!
I'll deal with it.
You can dramatically change your loadout depending on your squadron's strategy.
Finally got him.
This will be critical in Star Wars Squadrons
Play together with your
multiplayer
friends.
modes.
It's really awesome. A bundle of joy
First
and a
up,
bucket of fun.
dogfights.
So it has multiplayer.
This is an
Yeah,
all-out
no, they're really
5v5
selling multiplayer as if it's something new and revolutionary. We're gonna make joining your friends easier than ever. Well, a lot of games are already pretty fucking easy. A lot of times just a button
like
you
tractor
press.
beams, turrets, and mines to slow down your opponents or set up your squad mates for the kill.
Rebels unmarked.
For teams looking for an even greater challenge, it's
Diversity,
time to
representation.
prove
Here's some
yourself
basic
in
controls
Star
that
Wars
existed in the original
Squadron's
X-Wing
signature
game.
mode, Fleet
Yeah,
battles.
exactly.
Fleet battles are multi-stage conflicts. Whether playing solo or with friends, you'll have the option to compete against other players or AI as a squadron of 5.
Don't worry.
It's cool there's
I
AI
got him
support.
for you.
Meet your team in the social hub to solidify strategy, coordinate loadouts, and prepare for takeoff.
I don't know, this game seems pretty cool.
Push the front line by winning the dogfight in the center of the map. Next, attack or defend 2 medium-sized capital ships.
We've lost our capital ships.
And finally, the ultimate goal. Target and destroy the subsystems of your opponent's massive flagship and take it down.
Shields are disabled.
At each phase, your squadron either pushes the line forward or falls back to defend.
Keep our flagship safe.
It's your squadron's choice of how to play.
They could have not had anyone talk and just show this trailer, and my overall,
Stay together, strike quickly.
not opinion, because my opinion is this looks pretty good, but my attitude towards the whole thing would be very different.
Ship is vulnerable. Take your shot.
We need to hurry.
A unified squadron.
Customization will be superficial and skin deep, probably won't be nearly as strategic as the original was. I'd check it out though, as it seems like my kind of game. I don't know, I think it looks cool, and I'm not a Star Wars fan. This is true. Runty, although Runty loves Yoda.
Join the galaxy's finest.
It's her favorite.
And make your mark.
It's Yoda. But yeah, if you're saying that kind of means something. I think it looks cool.
This galaxy.
All the jargon around it was fucking annoying, but it looks like it's gonna be a fun game. I also like that it's gonna have a single player mode, because a game like this you could easily just release it as a multiplayer game, and I'd still play it, but to offer more than just that's pretty cool. Definitely the most interesting thing outside of that one game.
What's up, everyone?
I forgot already.
It's your boy Lamar Jackson. I'm excited to be a part of the EA Sports family and to be you guys' new man cover athlete. I can't wait to show you guys
That's
what we have in
Runty's
store for this
Yoda
season.
face
This
that
is
she's
EA
showing right
Sports
now.
Next level.
I mean, they've been talking about actually the game mechanics or hints at it for a while now. This is something to it at least. I'm more of a Lord of the Rings guy than a Star Wars fan, but it looks right. Lord of the Rings is cool. I just started playing Lotro again, and forgot how much of, outside of the free-to-play aspects, how much I fucking love exploring that world. And then there's that new Lord of the Rings MMO that's coming out, so I'm pretty stoked about that. I was a huge Star Wars fan, but Disney happened, and now I like the original Star Wars. I don't like Disney's fan fictions that they bought. For me, it's like if I had enough money to buy the Mona Lisa, and so I own it, and then I have a piece of paper and I draw some stupid picture. I'm like, this is the Mona Lisa too. And fucking people are like, yep, that's true, that's real, that's the real lore, that's the continuation of the last thing. So that's pretty much what I view Disney, what they did with Star Wars. I don't care about it, it's stupid.
See the unknown.
It's a fun multiplayer experience. Didn't you hear the woman presenting it? Yeah, no, that's how you know it's good, is when they tell you it's good. The Lord of the Rings Gollum. We'll see what kind of game that is. I feel like it could be cool, but at the same time I feel like it's going to be a basic idea of a stealth game with the skin of Lord of the Rings on it, but if it's not, if it's good, it's good, so I'm not one to hope a game's bad.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
I haven't heard that in a while. EA Sports.
Now, that's a lot to look forward to, but there's more.
Wait,
Here
the
to
game
tell
has
us about the
multiplayer?
future
Can I
of
play with my
gaming is
friends now?
EA's Chief Studio Officer,
Well,
Laura
in fact,
Miele.
yes, you can, and it's
Thanks,
easier than
Greg,
ever.
And thanks, Lamar. Welcome to the EA Sports family. There are great things to come from EA Sports
Did
for
I
all
just
of
join a
you,
cult on
and
accident?
that's just the beginning. As you've seen throughout the show today, our electronic artists are working hard to bring you
I'm tired of having
more
Lord of the Rings
games
games around
that you
characters
wanna
like
play.
Gollum. There is such
Games
a
like
deep
Star Wars
lore to what
Squadrons,
Tolkien created, and
Apex
so much
Legends,
more to
and
pull
Command and
from. It's
Conquer.
actually tragic so
These
that
games
so much
all exist
of it's wasted.
because of
You could do
you.
so much more.
Your
I
voices
agree.
are
There's
heard,
a
and we are
whole
acting on your
fucking
feedback. Now, we've talked a lot
like
about
deep
all the
lore
exciting games
that goes
we'll be
over
playing
many
this year.
generations.
But our
of,
studios are working
a
even further out,
vast
creating
and
new
fucking
experiences, new stories, new gameplay,
intricate world with
all
multiple
enabled
languages
by new
and
console
races
technology.
and fucking events
And
and
we're so
stuff.
excited
Yeah,
about what's to come.
there's
we
so
don't
much you
want
can
to
do
wait
with
until
it.
next June to share what the teams are working on.
Okay, this is that tech demo.
Generation shifts are an opportunity to push beyond the boundaries of
That I
gaming
heard
as we
about.
know it today. And this time is no different. Our studios are taking their
curious about this,
crazy
'cause I
ambitious
think they
ideas
show-
and making them real. Criterion is known for how their games feel.
That looks pretty good.
From superior physics to nuanced details of gameplay, this team hand curates the moment-to-moment experience.
Although Gran
And with the
Turismo,
new
I'm so
consoles this year,
excited.
there will be a seamless immersion which will get you into the race, in a matter of seconds. BioWare imagines and creates
I feel like they
worlds
slowed
where
down the
you
loading bar
become
on the
the hero
bottom
of your own story.
to really just make the top
And
one
we're
look
using
crazier.
this next generation of technology to make those fantasy worlds your reality. For every console generation, DICE sets the bar for excellence in audio and visual presentation. We are creating epic battles at a scale and fidelity unlike anything you've experienced before.
And that looks really good.
At Motive, we are working on a
Aside
highly
from that
ambitious,
creepy-ass
innovative new
smile.
game that puts the power and creativity in your hands. And it's an
Looks
experience
generic
that
as
would have been
fuck.
impossible without next-gen technology. This is just the beginning of the things we are working on, and there is so much more to come. The future of EA Studios
Imagine
is not
being
just about new
so
technology.
rehearsed
It's about you.
that when your boss
voices,
calls you
your
and like, we're
ideas.
going to do an event and we need
We
you to
wanna
talk
be
in front
where
of the
you come
camera,
to play.
and you can
We wanna
sit
make
here
games for
blankly
everyone.
staring into a camera and just
So please keep giving us your
feign a
feedback,
big
and let's build
smile
the future
while
together.
talking and just
On behalf
be
of
so
all of our
happy
studios, thank you
to
for
tell
joining us
people
today.
about
But before we
ideas that
sign
you
off,
have about games they
There's
should
just
buy.
one more game.
It's
we would
so
love to share.
robotic. It's so
Cousin
robotic.
Darren,
You're not fucking
over
real.
to you.
Thank you. So the moment is here. We
Oh,
finally
Skate.
get to say,
We're back. We're doing it. Skate's happening. We're rolling. We've secretly got together. It's the beginning. The skate evolution continues.
we've been waiting years,
A game
honestly,
set in the first age
to make the right
with
game
Morgoth
at the right
and
time
taking of the
with the right idea, and
simul-
really pleased to say that we're here.
Silmarils.
It is really early,
Union
but it takes a little while to find Cuz
Goliath,
and wake him up.
etc. Yeah,
Dude,
that.
harsh.
I don't know
Still,
much
we got
about
a long
that,
way to go,
but it
but
sounds
we're
cool.
stoked, and
Children of the
this is
Huron
just the beginning.
is a great
And seriously,
tragedy
we
played out.
really
Dragon
can't wait
Age.
to bring you guys in and have you be a part of it with us.
We
Yeah,
want
no,
to thank
that-
you for your
I mean,
passion.
I wish they
your
would show more
patience,
on Dragon Age.
and all the support that you've shown, us to
But
get
it's
to this
probably-
point.
The comments.
So early on, they
It's-
probably don't have a
it's
fucking
amazing.
game
We
yet.
cannot believe
She's not even
you
presenting a
commented
game.
this
What is
into
this?
existence.
I
Amazing.
don't know.
Skate changed my life. Thank you so much. Skate forever.
Showing off pretty stuff. Yeah, I mean, the
Guys,
tech looked really good for
guys,
sure.
we did it. We brought back Skate. Thank you to EA. Thank you to Cuz. Thank you to Darren. Thank you to you. Thank you to me. I can't believe that I'm so happy and my heart rate. Is this what exercise feels like? Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe it. Before we go, because I love you guys, here are the last letters
This
of
is
the
like if
secret
you're at like a
code.
barbecue
If you think you've got
and you're
the
hanging
secret
out
code, go
and someone's
to
like fucking
player.gg
8-year-old kid
EA and enter
decides
for a
that they
chance
want
to
some
win one
attention,
of
so they come
thousands
running
of
out
free
yelling
games
about crazy
sponsored
shit.
by player.gg.
That's Greg Miller
You
in
can
a
find the
nutshell.
official rules and everything else over at player.gg/EA.
I was a huge Star Wars nerd when
this
I
has
was
been
younger,
an
but I
amazing
didn't watch
experience, an
any
amazing
of the Star
opportunity
Wars
for
movies
all of us
after
all
the
over
end
the
of the
world to come
originals.
together
Last
and
one ending
celebrate
with
gaming.
Obi
Thank you
removing
for being part of
Anakin's
EA
legs,
Play.
playing to
Until
keep my
next time,
memories
I'll
in
see you
touch.
online.
Very,
It's
very
been my
smart.
pleasure to serve you.
Very smart. For real, bloody imagine a game about the War of Valor. It screams for an Elder Scrolls-like game series. That'd be sick. I didn't think about that, having like a Elder Scrolls experience. You get a good developer in there making that, that'd be fucking sick. Skate changed my life. He was talking about something about changing his life, about a game and not a single gameplay video. Yep, agreed. This entire event is genuinely baffling from just a basic marketing perspective. That's EA though. I mean, they're not well received by anybody. This is the Twilight Zone. 2020 is the Twilight Zone for sure. This is just another part of it. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about my fucking takeaways from this. Before this makes me watch another ad. First takeaway. I didn't realize that the CEO of EA was Australian. That's very interesting. That just shows how much I haven't heard him talk. Takeaways. I don't like Greg Miller. I think he's really annoying. I think he's obnoxious. And I don't like when he's in anything. Apex Legends, I'm glad to see that it is being supported further. I'm glad it's getting crossplay. I wish they'd be a little more clear on if it is crossplay with PC and console or if it's just Origin and Steam crossplay. Coming to Switch, that's good. Glad to see that support. Sims, they're doing something with it. That's good. The guy who made A Way Out is making a game. I'm interested in that. Although they didn't really talk about the game itself that much, outside of that it's a roller coaster in space and you blow up and you're like, what the fuck? But that doesn't tell me anything. Don't like Greg Miller. Somebody's making like a Tim Burton-esque third-person action game with the dice called Dicey. That's interesting. I like the art style. Rocket League. I'm just gonna call it that. Rocket Arena. It looks very generic and looks like something I wouldn't play. Star Wars Squadrons seems visually cool. I like the idea. It sounds like a lot of really good ideas. I like space combat. I like dogfights. I like Ace Combat. I like that it's gonna have VR support just to play the game. That's fucking awesome. I love that. I think the multiplayer sounds really fun. I like that you can customize your character. I like that you can hang out with other customized characters. I like that you can customize your vehicle. I like that there's like 50 things to put on your ship. And I like that as a single player. That's cool. And I will definitely probably be picking it up when it comes out because it sounds fun. Unless it's it comes out and there's enough people going, this game's not that great. Then I'll reconsider it. But yeah, and then I'm glad somebody is doing something with Skate, and I'm glad people are enthusiastic for that. I will be enthusiastic for Skate once I see it, and know exactly what the fuck they're talking about. And I like how this just not showing anything that I'm fucking clicking. And the tech demo is neat. I love tech demos. I like when they show off concepts of graphics without actually showing you, unless they're trying to play it up like it's a reveal of a game and that they're lying, but they didn't do that here really, but they did kind of do it.
And is known for how their games
but,
feel.
Showing off
From
these
superior
graphics,
physics to
what they can
nuanced
do with the
details of
engines,
gameplay,
that's really cool.
This team hand curate.
Specifically, Frostbite is a very powerful engine. I don't know if this is Frostbite or not. I wasn't listening, I guess, but it looks great. It looks
BioWare
great.
imagines and creates worlds where you become the hero of your own story. And we're using this next generation of technology.
You become the hero of your own story. What? Yeah, a lot of games do that. This isn't anything. There's nothing about that sentence that makes me go, "Oh my god, I can't wait to play this." Just say, Dragon Age. I'm like, okay, cool. I like Dragon Age. I'll go play it. That's that Karen talk. That's that. Oh, you don't play video games? Well, it's a fantasy game where you get to create your own story and your own character, and you will be the hero of your story. And they're like, oh, wow. I can't believe this. This game, whatever this is, work in progress. It's like early shit.
Creativity.
This
in your hand
does not look appealing to me. A robot guy with fucking orange pants and a giant gun who can jump high and fly. And have a gravity gun. So I don't know. I don't know, man. Fucking this whole presentation was not that great. If I was gonna grade this presentation, I think I would give it a D. I think I would give it a D because I didn't like the majority of it. There's 2 things in it I'm interested in, and they didn't even really show much of those or talk about them enough in a way that got me excited, which is the point of this. They were more involved with talking about themselves and their ambitions and what they want you to think they do when it comes to their business practices and what they care about, which is all bullshit. And yeah, this was just a giant advertisement for EA. That's it. With some things in there, and those are cool, but I'm going to give it a D because it's not quite D-, because there's some stuff in there I liked seeing, but the overall presentation was awful. It was fucking awful. Specifically, like Xbox does their presentations, and I can be a little critical of them because they spend a lot of time kind of doing the community thing, which I like. I think the Xbox community, when it comes to their presentations, has this fun, let's play games atmosphere that's less preachy than EA. EA is so fucking cold and corporate. But they'll show gameplay, and they show indie stuff, and they kind of hop over the place. But, I typically will grade them in like a B range or whatever. But that fucking PS5 reveal, man, that's how you do it. Fucking take notes, everybody, on how to fucking present games in a way that's fucking exciting. Add fucking mysterious, cool visuals in between the gameplay. Show the gameplay. If somebody's gonna talk, no one's here for that. So keep it fucking minimal, keep it to the point, and be personable if you're going to do it. Don't do this fucking, here at EA, we care about people, and we don't like the idea that murder happens and it's bad. So just, make sure that nobody murders anybody, and if you murder somebody, that's not good. So, and then we make our games with this philosophy in mind. And here's the game: 5 seconds of just some fucking alpha footage. Yeah, let's talk about the next idea we have for something. It's like nobody's fucking here for this shit. Anyway, I'm gonna read chat. Skate is super early in development. They likely don't have gameplay to show. There's just so much hype for that game. I agree. I kind of don't like, though, when a game is so early out that they announce it just to get the hype going without having anything to show you, though, because then you're just kind of trusting the concept. It's more of a confirmation, but it feels so deflated. But I mean, I agree. It's probably so early on. I kind of wish they would have waited on it, but I feel like they had to have something in this to add to the barely anything they had to show, I guess. So, let's see. I'd rather rewatch Sony's entire 2-hour stream. I agree. You've got the biggest takeaway, Seth. Squadron is a really fun multiplayer, and racism sucks. Okay, don't be bigot. That's a good thing to definitely not be, is a bigot. Don't be a bigot for sure. Seth, don't be Wolf in the Bigot sandwich, yeah? I'm trying not to. I'm really trying. But did Skate change your life? This presentation changed my life. It really cemented my distaste for how EA interacts with people. I had my suspicions before. I'm like, they're kind of annoying to going like, no, every criticism of EA is just accurate. They all are. It's fine. They confirmed in an interview that it's just a new Skate game and not a mobile, besides that just reigniting that red hype. Well, that's good. I haven't looked into it, so I'm glad you were able to add that to the conversation. That's what I'm hoping for. I think that's what everybody's hoping for. But I kept seeing people on Twitter going like, we don't know if it's a remaster or not. So I'm just kind of feeding into that, I guess. That's good. That's what everybody wants. So, and I am hyped at the concept of it. I'm hyped at the idea of getting a new Skate. But I can't dive in because I haven't seen it. I can get hyped for it, and then it's like some weird fucking cell-shaded free-to-play Skate that's going to have fucking microtransactions, and you're going to easily be able to play with your friends and shit, and 4v4 skate-a-thons and shit. And like, so I don't know what it's going to be. I'm sure it won't be that, but you kind of get my point. I give it a D- because it was not very interesting. Agreed. PS5 reveal was just great ear candy. Everything about it was awesome. The sound, the visuals, the games they showed a shitload of stuff. The hype factor, when people talked, it was like straight. That's one thing, and I apologize for anybody who's part of the console war or whatever, but that's one thing that Sony just gets, is they know people want to play video games. They want to see video games. They're not interested in the fucking in-between what you think about it. If you got info to talk about it, maybe you're like a really like prestigious developer. You're a guy everyone kind of loves, like Hideo Kojima or something like that, and people are going to get excited to hear you talk about it. You gotta feel it out. But you're some random person, you're going to repeat the jargon that fucking EA told you. Okay, make sure to mention this, mention this, mention this. Don't talk about that, don't talk about this. Talk about where you came from. Give them like an origin story to yourself, because that kind of builds up this fucking American Idol feeling, reality TV show feel to it. That we got to humanize you as a person. Sony doesn't do that. I don't see them do that ever. So, murder ain't cool. And if you do it, bad on you. We at EA don't approve. Pretty much. No, I agree. It was super lame, but I get why they did it. No, I agree too. With that, I get it as well. It's just frustrating because this was like 50 minutes of just blatant bullshit. And most people are gonna agree. So that just again just shows how much fucking EA just does not give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. As long as they're making money, that's all they want. EA have an idea, maybe save you some money. Yeah. I mean, that might be the tactic. But I sat through an EA event in full now, right? I'm a real gamer girl at this point. You've graduated, yes. You can now say, if someone's like, well, you don't give EA a chance, you don't watch their events, you're like, actually, I sat through a full one. I sat there and discussed it with people. We had a full conversation about it. I'm well-rounded. I'm a well-rounded gamer. I'm nuanced and my opinions are open-minded. And I hated it. Get rid of EA Play, give videos to the big three, then add them to their reels. That's how they should do it, because they can't handle this shit. They should just go, okay, we want to reveal this. We want to reveal the new Battlefield with... And they already do this, too, already. So there's no point in these EA plays. We'll reveal that with Xbox, and then on this PC event, we'll reveal blah, blah, blah. And on PS4, we'll reveal Squadrons and all that shit. Like, that's the way they should do it, for sure. I don't care about the backstory of every game dev and director. If I like your game, I'll look into you. But if you're trying to sell me on your character, doesn't sell. That's a great point. And I'll finish. Doesn't sell me on the game and feels try hard. That's a great point. If you like the developer, you're gonna look into them. You're gonna like watch videos with them. You're gonna go out to find information on them. If you just see someone you've never seen before and they're just trying to fucking explain to you why they're a likable person who cares so much about everything, it's just blatant bullshit. Like, who outside of them and people within their ecosystem, who watches that and goes, oh wow, that's so inspiring, I can't believe that this person's got a story like so many other people when it comes to why they're doing what they do and what they do. I don't know. Your opinions are bullshit. Fuck you, bro. Fuck you too. Where the hell you been? Toki. Nintendo Direct is great too. I like Nintendo Direct. I think they do a really good job on kind of doing what Xbox does, but in a shorter, funner way, without the people sitting around trying to make what's that guy's name? Colonel fucking Xbox. What's that guy? General something? Major Nelson. Every Xbox, it's so weird over the years. Major Nelson's been like their big mascot guy, and then slowly Phil Spencer has just become like the mascot. But then sometimes they'll have Major Nelson, who's like, I don't know, like 87 years old now, sitting at a table with like 3 young, fresh, like 18-year-olds, and they're all like, hey, we got new games for you guys, and we get really excited. What do you think? And this chick's like, yeah, I'm really excited about this, blah, blah, blah. And the whole time Major Nelson's just staring at them. Like, he's just like, his whole platform's just being fucking invaded by people, and that always feels kind of weird. Nintendo Direct, going back to where I even started from, doesn't have that. They're just like, hey, check out this game coming in summer. You're gonna be really excited for blah blah blah, and then it shows gameplay. And they're like, that was really fun. Now let's move over to something that you guys are really just gonna love coming out in fall of next year. And so you're just getting the info, but it also is fun. You elusive bastard. You bastard. Yeah, I'm a ninja. A ninja that pops in, says you're bullshit, fuck you, bro, and then disappears with a fucking poof of smoke. An EA event in full is like being a gamer on your fucking wild, bruh, difficulty. I want a game to so badly have a difficulty level of you're fucking wild, bruh. That'd be sick. Okay, so let's wrap this up. I'll give us another like 5 minutes to discuss what we saw here, and then I'm going to take a break for about 10 minutes, maybe 20, and then I'm going to start up the next stream. We'll be watching a quick video on some of the stuff that was revealed in the most recent New World gameplay video. And we'll watch, I don't know if we're going to watch the whole thing, but I'm going to watch a significant portion of the Baldur's Gate 3 gameplay that was shown off. You guys can't even see what I'm reading here. But the first thing that someone said is, this was an enormous waste of time. In quotes, games can be fun. And this guy's like, what? Did he really just say that? The video in a nutshell. EA comes crawling back to Steam and begs players to be excited and please accept them. Also Black Lives Matter or whatever. It seems like everybody in the comments is pretty much on the same page. See, this is what I'm saying, man. EA does not fool anybody with this shit. I'm a feelings ninja. Puff of smoke. You suck at FPS, bitch. Hanjutsu. Puff of smoke. Vanish. That's fucking that old troll ninja. How about you ninja your way into our raid night, you bastard? EA are so transparent, but they don't realize their own transparency, which is sad. Yeah, they reveal their cards. They're sitting here playing poker with you, but there's a mirror behind them that they don't know about. They think they're good. They're like, they don't get this. And everybody's like, what the fuck are you doing? Did you watch the Internet Historian video on No Man's Sky? How long is it? I don't know if I got time to watch it here. Whew, yeah, I have not watched this. I will have to watch it though. Maybe I'll do a separate stream of that. It'd be kind of fun to watch that and talk about it. Alright guys, let's wrap this up so I can get the next stream going. Let me know. Lasting impressions, opinions. Are you guys excited for anything that they showed off? And anybody watching this after the fact, let me know in the comments, what are you most excited about when it comes to EA Play Live June 2020? What games looked good? What games looked bad? What games are you kind of feeling it out? Are you excited for a new Skate? Did you like the presentation? Do you think I was way too hard on it, like everybody else in chat with me? Thank you, everybody who hung out with me and watched this with me. You guys made it way more bearable for me. So it's actually entertaining to sit here and talk with everybody, as opposed to watching this alone. And yeah, give me your overall thoughts. Grade it as a presentation if you want to do that, and let me know everything you're thinking about in the comments below. And reading some things real fast before I start the next stream. Remember, I'm streaming again, so once I end this, hang out if you want to hang out longer. I will be starting up another stream in about 10 to 20 minutes. I gotta refill my drinks and do all the stuff, get my stream set up and ready. Nope, Squadron looks decent, and the Tim Burton game, I guess. Skate, I need to see gameplay. I agree. I don't know, meh. I have Mondays and Thursdays off. I have to be in bed by 4 a.m., which is 1 a.m. your time. You have to be in bed by 4 a.m.? Internet Historian's a legend. I feel like I've seen something of his. That name sounds so fucking familiar. I'm just so bad about, like, when people are like, have you watched this person on YouTube stuff and this person's stuff on YouTube? And I'm just like, there's a lot of people that everybody watches that I just don't. Most of the stuff I watch on YouTube has nothing to do with video games. Unless, like, something, like when I'm on Twitter and there's a big announcement, I go to YouTube to watch, like, the videos on that game when it's announced. But I don't watch a lot of gaming personalities, which is really weird. Just like I stream, but I don't watch streamers at all. Like, at all. And it has nothing to do with them necessarily. It has to do with, I rather play a game than watch someone play it. So when it comes to gaming stuff, I'm more of like a hands-on guy. So it's really hard for me to watch people play or talk about games, which is so ironic that I have a fucking YouTube channel where I talk about video games. But like most of my time on YouTube, sadly, is taken up by podcasts or political shit. Which is why I don't talk about politics on Tasty Loot Gaming, because it's my fucking place where I can just get the hell away from that shit. If I didn't make a gaming YouTube channel, I probably would have made a political one, and that probably would not have went well. So that's pretty much what I do on YouTube. Historian's not exclusively gaming related. Talks about all kinds of shit. Okay, that's cool. I'll have to look at his stuff. I feel like I've seen a video of his. I'm sure I have if he does a bunch of random stuff. Because the name sounds familiar. Although there's a couple people who do like retrospective things of the internet, like memes and like people who once were when it comes to like being really popular in the internet shit that I've seen. So I don't know if it's him or somebody else that did that. Hey, it's Toki. Did Carswell hit you up? If his schedule allows, we may be able to do Wednesday nights. Look at these guys scheduling fucking date night in my goddamn chat. I gotta trim my fucking mustache. Holy shit. I'm the opposite. I try to avoid politics. I know just enough to not be ignorant and have somewhat of an opinion about what's going on in the world. But it's so exhausting trying to keep up with it, and I'd rather stick to my hobbies and my studies and what I got going on in my life or want to do with my life. I agree with that perspective, and if you can stay out of the political stuff, because right now everything's so politically mind-numbing. and there's a lot of useful idiots at play right now, that it's a good time to not pay attention to it. As a person who has a lot of hobbies as well, I have a shitload of hobbies. So I do a lot of things. I also follow politics a lot, but I've been into politics since I was a kid. I remember like in 4th grade, I was debating people about fucking political stuff. So I've always been really into it. That's why right now it's just so fucking hard to take anything serious. But politics is a necessity to me. It's not something I can just opt out of. I have to keep up on it. I have to know what's going on in the world. And it is taxing 100%. That's why this channel is such a release for me, is I can just fucking relax and enjoy myself and talk about video games, which I obviously really enjoy a lot, with people who want to talk about games and stuff. I can not be engulfed in all the bullshit. You know, Dr. Strangelove, as the years go on, a lot of those satires are becoming less and less funny as time. Oh, dude, 100%. 100%. So many things are like predicting everything. Has the real world killed satire and its use? Yeah, it's crazy. But let's wrap this up. Thank you, everybody who hung out with me watching EA play live. But new Pokemon Snap and Crash Bandicoot, Bash Candicoot, if you guys remember that. And yeah, stay tuned. My stream will be coming up very soon. It was fun, and I will talk to you guys